it's a football team that you're very familiar with over the last few years.
Had experience since 1992, either as a player, as a player back in the 80s, and then as a coach and on the radio in Harlan. I can tell you I'm so proud of what Coach Perkins has done with this organization. Have very few seniors on this team, but yet, as you mentioned, 4-0, second in the state, and these guys really hit. I love listening to it on the radio, but when I watch some of the highlights, it's unbelievable the way these guys hit on defense.
And we're going to see that defense be tested tonight by the Chiefs, who lost last week 35-10 to Webb City. That's their only loss. These teams are both undefeated in the Ozark Conference, and this game figures to determine a lot of how this conference season ends as we get ready for districts down the road. Let's take a break here. Nate, we'll come back with the starting lineups in 3 minutes. You're listening to Zizzer Football on Hot Country KDY.
After the game tonight, tune in to 96.9 The Fox and join me, James Hurt, for the Locker Room Show. We'll recap the scores of area games, hear from some of the area announcers, and we want to hear from you. Call 417-257-0369 and talk about your favorite team. Hand out game balls to deserving athletes. That's the Locker Room Show on 96.9 The Fox tonight, following the Liberty Eagles broadcast. Tune in and call in after the game. That number again, 417-257-0369.
Sam, what's that big smile all about?
Butler Heating and Air just installed our new GeoComfort geothermal system. And listen to this. Since we bought our GeoComfort geothermal system before the end of 2020, we get a 26% federal tax credit for the total installed cost.
Sounds like the Butlers did it again.
If you want to save big on your next heating system, then you need a GeoComfort geothermal system. Call Butler Heating and Air at 256-7984.
It's back in fine form at Captain D's Seafood Kitchen. It's a lobster sensation. Go to Captain D's and get 2 lobster rolls for only $3.99 and make it a combo with fries and a small drink for just $2 extra. And don't forget, kids eat for only 99 cents with the purchase of an adult entree every Thursday. For lunch or dinner, Captain D's is a winner. Southern Hills Shopping Center in West Plains.
It's been said the best things in life are free, like free checking from West Plains Bank and Trust Company, including free mobile banking with deposit, free bill pay, free e-statements, and free Zizzer debit card that gives back to the school each time you use it to make a purchase. And, did I mention, you receive a free gift just for opening an account. Refer a friend who opens an account and you both get a free gift. View account detail at westplainsbank.com. West Plains Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Call Ozark Hills Insurance at 257-1285. 4 locations: West Plains, Thayer, Gainesville, Mountain Home.
Hi, this is Riley Brown with Lynch Equipment in West Plains. If you have land to take care of and you're looking for a compact or utility tractor, it just so happens that Coyote has some of the toughest, most powerful, most fuel-efficient, most technologically advanced tractors ever. If you're not familiar with Coyote, that's K-I-O-T-I, and we'd like to say hello. Stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, here at Lynch Equipment in West Plains. Coyote has a whole pack of models to choose from.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Tonight's game on KDY, along with on OzarkRadioNews.com on our website, along with the Facebook page, too. And we know that we do have some folks from Springfield who are Kickapoo fans who are checking out the broadcast tonight, so we're happy to have them. And let's check the starters, first of all, for both football teams. We'll start with West Plains. And the starting 5 on the defensive side of the football will be at cornerback, Dagan Kenslow and Heston Miller. The slot corner is Jesse Hudson, who had a great game last week. The slot corners, Landon Casey, Zach Campbell, safeties, Chance Eldrenhoff and Josh Leeser, linebacker Titus Seeley, the defensive ends, Connor Lair and Garrett Drown. And I would challenge anyone to find 2 better defensive ends in the conference than those 2. And defensive tackle Sebastian Rogers also having an all-conference kind of year. Meanwhile, On offense tonight, the Zizzers will go with an offensive line of Jalen James, Blake Reed, Magnus Sanders, Cole Easley, and Gabe Dietrich. Now, Magnus may be a little limited tonight, and if that be the case, Wyatt Barnes will be filling in for him. But wide receiver, Colt Hickson. Tight end will be Kyler Stowers. The H-back, Connor Lair. At running back, Titus Seeley. At wideout, Heston Miller. And the quarterback, Dagan Kinslow. For the Kickapoo Chiefs, their starters on offense. Their quarterback is Adam Miller. He'll wear 12. He is a senior, 6'4", 180. Running back is Kevin Ward, a 5'11", 190-pound senior. Chandler Taylor is their fullback, 6'2", 185. Zayd Lowry is at wideout, 6'2", 155 sophomore. Tight ends are Corey Schultz, a senior, 6'2", 225. And Drew Phillips, 6'2", 250 pounds, a junior. Offensive line will be Logan Whitley, Austin Massingale, David Kwan, Zachary Watts, and Austin Post. Their offensive line goes 260, 290, 255, 300, and 215. On the defensive side of the football, the defensive ends will be Corey Schultz and Sam Snyder, the nose guard, and he is a very good one, and that is C.J. Inouye, who is a 6'1", 280-pounder, and he is a dominant player inside. Inside linebackers will be Boone Chevy along with Brian DeSylvester. Outside linebackers are Reed Jensen and Andrew Link. The safeties are Kevin Ward and Sam Sablinski. At corner, it'll be Anderson Underwood and Samias Pickett. Captains are immediate midfield as we get ready to start. And Travis, you've done enough ball games to start. When you have two really good teams playing, the start you get off to really makes a big, big difference, and we hope we can get off to a good start tonight.
Well, it looks like West Plains has won the toss, and they're going to receive. Now, this is strange. I haven't got to see this yet in the post-COVID days. In the days past, you'd have 3 or 4 captains out there. Now you've got a single captain. Everybody's socially distanced, but we're ready to play some football.
Absolutely, and we're going to have a decent-sized crowd here for this ball game as both teams get ready to come out. And the Zizzers will be in their traveling black tonight with the white numerals. Kickapoo will be in the... You don't see many teams wear white at home much anymore. But
no, that is strange. Good point.
Chiefs are wearing the white shirts, brown pants, and the white hats. And it looks like the Zizzers will come out, and they'll be lining up to our right to receive this opening kickoff. And it's not unusual to say that Springfield Kickapoo has an excellent kicking game because they always do, and they have that again this season.
Well, in these big games, too, especially high school football, sometimes might throw a wrinkle in there, do an onside kick to start the game.
I guarantee you this fella lining up to kick the ball off for the Chiefs can get it as far down the field as he wants to. The kicker for the Chiefs is going to be 98, and that's Nick Quadrini. He is 6'1" and 240.
Wow.
That's a big kicker.
They've got some big players tonight looking at the roster.
Zizzers lined up, ready for the opening kickoff. And here it is. It's deep, and it's going to sail 5 yards deep in the end zone, and there was no chance on that play for the Zizzers to run that back. Garrett Drown was back deep, but no chance. 1st and 10 for West Plains from their own 20-yard line.
That 1st and 10 brought to you by West Plains Propane in West Plains and Gainesville. Call them for all your propane, diesel, and gasoline needs. Serving the area for over 60 years.
You said that like you've done it before, Travis.
Once or twice.
All right, West Plains now on 1st down. We'll have it at their own 20-yard line, going right to left in the black. And for once, Jim Lambert and I are on the same side of the field. So he's providing the video. Here's the counter play over the left side. Seeley tries to find the hole, gets wide, bottled up, no gain on the play. I mean, there's nothing there that time.
Yeah, but that's one of those things where you come out and you've got to test the defense, see how they're playing, how your linebackers are going to react to a certain play. Each play sets up another. 2nd and 9 now, maybe half yard, 2nd and 10 for the Zizzers.
Sam Sablinski on the tackle from the secondary that time for the Chiefs. He is a safety on 2nd down and 9. Fumble, and a flag is in the air. And boy, the Zizzers have trouble holding on to the football last week, but this play, flag went up just as the play started, so the official will come over. Illegal shift will be the penalty against West Plains. They're going to decline the penalty, so it was not a dead ball foul. It'll be third down now and a loss on the play back to the 16-yard line. We're close to the 17.
Yeah, don't want to start the game out like that. Come out and get it together and move the ball down the field.
Let's see if the Zizzers feel brave here and want to throw the ball out of the man-in-motion set. Dagan Kinslow, quarterback keeper. He'll turn it up 20-yard line, 22, hit hard and knocked to the ground. And big C.J. Anoy with the stop. The nose guard made the play. So it's going to be a 3-and-out for West Plains on the first possession. They'll have to punt it from their own 22-yard line.
That was a nice read by Kinslow, though. He's looking at that defensive end, seeing what he's going to do, and he got 6 yards on the carry, but not enough, and they'll come out and punt right away.
So Kinslow will go back deep, and the Chiefs will send one deep receiver, and he'll stand at his own 43-yard line. Kinslow gets it away. Pretty good kick. Floats to the far side of the field. It'll hit and take a terrific bounce for West Plains and will roll dead at the 35-yard line. And so that turns out to be a 43-yard punt with no return, and that's always pretty good. 1st and 10 now for Kickapoo. We'll see what they do on their first possession, and they'll be at the 35.
That's 1st and 10, brought to you by Hawkins Appliance. Best brands, best service since 1967.
So 1st and 10 for Kickapoo. Let's see what they do. They were only able to muster 10 points against Webb City last week, but that's not too unusual.
Yeah, that's 10 points against Webb City is pretty good.
Adam Miller is the quarterback for the Chiefs. Man in motion. Strong left. They run left. And a great defensive play. Connor Lair submarined everybody and got to the football quick. And there will be a loss of a yard on the play. And they'll bring up 2nd down and 11 as Kevin Ward was the ball carrier for the Chiefs. And it'll be 2nd down and 11 for Kickapoo.
Lair is so good about getting off those blocks and just getting through the hole. Good stop, and he held them up. Rest of the Zizzer defense there to make the stop.
Both teams have big offensive lines. Kickapoo, they've got a few real horses on that line. Here we go on 2nd down, 11 to go, 2 wide to the right side. Back to throw it. Quarterback looks, slot screen, catch is made, missed tackle, tripped up, still on his feet, and the tackle will be made up near the 44-yard line. That's going to be just short of the 1st down. The reception by Chandler Taylor. And the Zizzers, boy, it looked like we had them stopped after about a 3 or 4 yard game, but a couple of missed tackles. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Lopez there to make the initial hit. You mentioned that you've got to wrap up in this league and keep them, because when you got backs like Kickapoo has, they're going to try everything to get more yardage. Big 3rd and 1 now for the Chiefs.
They're all lined up under center with the quarterback, Adam Miller. I formation, double tight end. Toss play going to the left. West Plains has it defended, and they stop it short of the 1st down. Terrific play coming up that time for West Plains. That was Heston Miller that came up and made the play from the secondary that time. Really good play by him. And it'll be 4th down for Kickapoo.
Yeah, that's the way you've got to play that defensive back position. Wrapped him up. 4th and short now. Kickapoo looks like they're looking over at the sideline. They might go for it here.
Well, they have it at their own 44-yard line. So how lucky do you feel? Looks like they're going to line up. They're going to show going for it. Let's see if they try to draw West Plains off sides here. The quarterback, Miller, brings him up. They're going to run a play straight up the middle, and it's going to be short. He did not get a 1st down. If they give him the appropriate mark, he's going to be short. The line judge on the far side came running in, and he had to get to the 45. He didn't get to the 45-yard line.
He did not get to the 45, and the West Plains coaches are already over there saying, hey, should be 1st down for the Zizzers. You are correct, Harlan, because he did not get that close. They'll probably bring the chains in here, but that should not be a 1st down.
The yard marker is, as far as the yard line is concerned, on kind of the far side of the marker, and the nose of the ball is just barely touching the 45. That has got to be short if the yard markers were brought out intact.
Here we go. He's going to get it by a nose.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I'm not. That's going to be a 1st down for the Chiefs, brought to you by Woodbanks Tire. Once you're a customer of Will Banks Tire, you'll always be a customer of Will Banks Tire. Tough start there for the Zizzers.
From where they had the first down marker on the far side of the field, that was not a first down. No way that was a first down. But it is a first down. First down and 10 now for Kickapoo. 8:07 and counting in the first quarter. Miller out of the straight eye set. Fake to the tailback. Miller's looking long. Down the middle. Got a guy. It's intercepted. How about that? Heston Miller with the interception at the 26-yard line. Brings it back to the 50. Cuts it back cross field. Spun around. Tries to get to the outside. He may score. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. 25-yard line. Tackled at the 23. On the pick, the quarterback made the tackle, Adam Miller. And the first big play of the game is turned in by the West Plains defense.
Heston Miller read that great. As you mentioned, they were in the I formation, had the tight end go out a little bit. He was running down the field the entire way. Knew it was a pass. Unfortunately, got that mustard on the field. Looks like it's going to go against West Plains. Man, that is tough. Tough way to start. Great play by Miller, though.
Well, the question is, was this after the interception? And I am wondering.
They're marking the ball all the way back to the 40.
Good grief. Yep. The ball was down. The flag was inside the 35-yard line. They're going to call that against West Plains, and it's still going to be Kickapoo ball. I'm getting a little suspicious here.
Captain D Seafood with that first down. They're in the Seven Hills Shopping Center. Call them for lunch, dinner. Captain D's is the winner.
I never saw the penalty call, did you?
No, and I'm trying to figure out why they'll be all the way to the 40-yard line. Oh, I thought Cody was giving me the old holding symbol.
Oh. On first down, fake the handoff. Quarterback has it. No, he hands it off instead. They haven't even been fumbled, and there'll be a stack up and a loss of 2 on the play.
That's why, like number 24, Garrett Graham came in and just knocked that quarterback. And that's what you're taught to do, especially against these option teams. Even if he doesn't have the ball, you ring his bell and make sure he knows you're there.
So the interception doesn't count. Penalty against West Plains. They mark it off about 30 yards down the field, and it's going to be now second down and 12.
Big stop needed here by the Zizzers.
From the 42 of West Plains, 2 wide left. H-back in motion to the left. He's a tight end. Here's the snap. Roll out to the left. Miller throws it underneath, incomplete, way low. No chance for the intended receiver to catch that one, and it'll bring up now third down and about 12 on the coverage that time. Jesse Hudson for West Plains, who had a fantastic game last week.
One of those sophomores, like we said earlier, they don't have a lot of older guys, seniors on this team and stuff. Hudson just a sophomore, but very impressed with the way these defensive backs play for the Zizzers so far.
On the play that didn't count, the interception, the tight end had the secondary beat, but Heston Miller made a great leaping grab to pick it off. Now third down and 12. Man in motion to the left. And now here come the Zizzers, and they'll hand it off running right. And that's going to be a loss of a couple on the play. And again, a terrific play that time by West Plains defense. Garrett Brown made a wonderful tackle. And I'll tell you what, as I said in the outset, you'll be hard-pressed to find 2 better kids at defensive end in this conference than Garrett Brown and Connor Lair. That was a great play.
What, nice to see Brown, too. Came down, he just broke down, sunk his hips, and went right through the running back and made a great tackle.
Here comes a punt. Loss on the play of 2. Fourth down and 14 from the 44-yard line of West Plains. Kicker will stand at his own 41. Here's the snap. Kick away, and he booms it. No reason to try and play this. Get in the end zone. Takes a good Zizzer bounce in through the end zone. So 44-yard kick and no return. Timeout on the field. We're back with the next Zizzer possession in a moment. No score at Kickapoo. You're listening to Zizzer Football on Hot Country KDY.
When you think anything for the office, think Bureau. From furnishings for the whole office, janitorial supplies, pens, paper, supplies, and more, think Bureau. See Reed and the crew for anything you need for the office, and they will deliver as well. Bureau is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, just off the square on West Plains, and 24 hours a day, 7 days a week online at thinkbureau.com. That's thinkbureau, BURO.com.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
a very short break. Titus Seeley on a 4-yard carry on first down from the 20-yard line to the 24. Second down now and 6 for West Plains. Titus likes to cut back, and I'm sure that Kickapoo's defense is well aware of that.
Great runner, Titus Seeley.
And in motion, they'll fake it. Dagan Kinslow will run the ball. He'll get to the 25, maybe 26-yard line before he'll be stopped there.
Kinslow is one of those guys that's just a great athlete, and what he's doing is he's reading either the defensive tackle or defensive end, see how he responds. That time he saw the end go out, kept it, and got some good yardage.
To the 27-yard line now, third down and 3. 3 down linemen for Kickapoo. On third down, high snap, quick pass out to the flat. It's caught, and they'll stop him short of the first down. They tried to get a little wide screen to pop open, but it didn't. Heston Miller was the receiver, but nothing there. He did pick up a couple, but it's going to be 4th down and 1.
Looks like West Plains might try to go for it here, at least try to get him to jump off sides.
Single back, H-back, handoff Seeley. First down, across the 30, 35-yard line, and West Plains moves the chains for the first time tonight on a 6-yard carry, and obviously Matt Perkins feels that big offensive line of his can pick up a yard, and they did there. They picked up 6.
That first down brought to you by Home, Hardly Ozarks Medical Equipment, provider of home medical equipment supplies, 1703 West 8th Street.
Seeley in the backfield to the left of Dagan Kinslow, back to throw. He pops. He throws it deep over the middle, incomplete. They were trying to get the ball to Heston Miller, but he had double coverage in the secondary, and that's going to be something that Heston Miller is going to see the rest of the season. 2 people chasing after him.
Well, and when you got the speed of Miller, too, and a lot of times he can just outrun people. Miller went to the middle of the field. Looked like Kinslow was throwing over towards the hash mark. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication, but Miller can get open with that speed.
All right. Snap, handoff. Seeley around the right end, spun around, and he's dropped after a yard gain. I'll tell you what, he talks a lot about West Plains defense being so quick sideline to sideline. Kickapoo has shown us that they can cover on the perimeter as well, and that was a good play on the gain of just 1 yard by Seeley.
Well, and Seeley ran the ball well, and Lair made a heck of a block out there, but 2 of the other Kickapoo defensive players came up and made the stop.
C.J. Inouye will come out of the ball game for the Chiefs. Their nose guard, and every time he comes out, that's good for West Plains. They're going to say no gain on the play. Third down and 10.
C.J.'s about 6'1", 280 pounds. Good-looking kid.
He is a dominant player up front. So the officials start the... Oh, there's a penalty on the play.
Wow.
That's our 3rd penalty already tonight. And that's a major penalty, going back to the 25-yard line.
So now instead of third down about 7, you've got about third down at 20.
Well, it should be second down if they're going to call
second down, my bad.
So they're going to mark that back to the 26-yard line. Second and long. Hard count. No one jumps for the Chiefs, so we'll call an audible here. Everybody will look at their wrist. Here's a snap, quarterback draw. Kinslow, he is wrapped up. No gain, loss on the play. Actually, defensive end made the tackle that time for the Chiefs, and that was Corey Choate.
Great read by the defense as he was wrapped up before he got to the line of scrimmage.
So now it's going to bring up the yard marker, and now they're saying it's 4th down.
Yeah, they had it over here. It was... Either way, we got a punt, unfortunately.
Now flag is on the field.
Lair runs in from the sideline. He's going to protect him. Hey, this penalty, though, Harlan's going to go against the Chiefs.
Hallelujah. Good grief.
3-1 so far.
4th and 14. Kinslow will stand back. And now another flag.
Got Kickapoo to jump that time.
3 more of those. We've got a first down.
Yes, we do. Keep going.
We've got a full booth tonight. We've got Travis to my left, behind me Cody Sanders, and over here to the right, Jim Lambert doing the video.
Hey, you guys. Hey, Jim.
Hey, Mom.
I hear more people talk about that video, too. They love being able to watch it on the Internet. So many people all across the country tuning into a little Zizzer football on a great Friday night in the fall.
Dead ball offside against Kickapoo. So they'll move it 5 yards further up the field.
4th and 9 now. Cody said maybe get 2 more of those. Why not?
Again, Dagan Kinslow now stands at his own 23. Single deep receiver. High snap. Kick away. Very, very good kick. It floats back to the 27-yard line. Good open field tackle on the play as West Plains got down the field. And let's see. Who was Seeley?
Seeley made a great tackle on that one.
Either Seeley or Jesse Hudson, one or the other.
And then tackle and first down brought to you by Lynch Equipment. For most people, it's where the search for the perfect tractor ends, that Lynch Equipment. Yeah, Harlan, he ran down the field and broke down. That's the second time they've gone down there on special teams, and Kickapoo cannot get a return, and that's what you like to see.
41-yard kick and great coverage. No return. In fact, there was a loss of a couple of yards on the play. So 3 minutes, 2:58 to go. Here in the first quarter. Full backfield with the quarterback in the spread set. They'll sweep it to the right. Get to the corner, and a tackle and a horse collar tackle is going to be called, and the official had the flag out of his pocket before he even grabbed it.
He knew it was coming as one of the players for West Plains came up, got a hold of the back of that shoulder pad, and took the man to the ground.
Well, they're calling it a face mask. I don't know how it could be a face mask. How they grab him from behind.
He did grab him from behind. You are correct. It should be a horse collar, but they're going to call a face mask. So that's the 4th penalty against West Plains tonight, Harlan. Not keeping official stats, but that's almost 40 yards worth of penalties right in the first quarter.
The officials are making the stats right now by plays like that. So it'll be a first down at the 41-yard line. And the Kickapoo will come up. Same set. See if they run the same play to the short side of the field here. Running back on each side of the quarterback. Kind of Miller with the long snap count. Takes it, hands it off over right tackle, and nothing there. West Plains jammed it up. Garrett Drown is there to make the play. Don't be fooled. Garrett is not what you classify as a big lineman, but he is stout, he is quick, and he can tackle, and he can cause a big disruption on the offensive side.
Well, and he's one of those kids that during the offseason really hits the weights, does the conditioning. He really wants to play, and it's made him a better athlete overall.
So let's see what happens here. On second down and 9. Kickapoo from their own 41-yard line. The snap, the handoff over the left side, tripped up in the backfield. Connor Lair got through there that time, Travis, and made another really good play.
Also getting in there. Nice job by Gabe Sellers, number 3. I mean, they're getting in and just stopping Kickapoo. Right now, the only reason that Kickapoo's close in this game, they're 0-0, is because the turnover being turned back over and the penalties against the Zizzers. If they keep this up, they're going to be in a good chance for the win column.
You'd have to think that had it not been for the penalty on the interception, that West Plains would have been set up at the 23-yard line, and they've got a shot at putting some points on the board there. And now, third down and 8. From their own 43, the Chiefs will line up in the spread with 2 running backs. Let's see if they look left here. Back to throw it. Miller looks left. He throws it to the sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete, and that was nearly intercepted.
Good job by Jesse Hudson going up there. But the old thing they used to always say is always knock it down. Ball tipped up in the air. Fortune for us, it wasn't caught by the Chiefs.
Another good defensive play. The secondary getting their hands on passes, and Jesse Hudson with another really good play.
Yeah, these defensive backs, both D-backs right now for West Plains, doing a good job stopping the pass.
The way the Ozark Conference has been the last 5+ years, it's been offense, offense, offense. We have not seen very many defensive matchups in the Ozark Conference the last 5 years.
Very good point, especially when you're dealing with like Glendale.
Here's a punt and a line drive kick to the right sideline. It takes a great bounce for Kickapoo.
He's going.
All right, man, that's close. That turned out to be a 59-yard punt. with no return that time. And very well placed, but bad luck for the Chiefs on the bounce. Timeout on the field, 1:47 to go in the first quarter. No score from Springfield Kickapoo. You're listening to Zizzer Football, and we're back in 30 seconds.
And there's a flag on the play. Dr. Edwin Roeder of Ozarks Medical Center Orthopedics is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The team at OMC sends best wishes to all Zizzer athletics for safe play and for exceptional sportsmanship. OMC hopes you stay healthy, but if injuries happen, Dr. Roeder and the rest of his team are there to help you with your recovery. OMC Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Zizzer athletics.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Back to play, and Travis Seeley with the best run of the night for the Zizzers, gain of almost 9. And Travis, I was watching that play. They double-teamed the nose guard, and he still made the tackle for Kickapoo. He's a good player. Spread set, with no running back. H-back is Connor Laird. Now they'll readjust and put Seeley in the backfield to the left of Dagan Kinslow. Man in motion, Heston Miller, counter play, right side. There's a hole, diving across for a good gain again. Seeley gets it across the 35 to the 36 back. Here's the West Plains first down.
Brought to you by Ozarks Medical Center, Dr. Edwin Roeder, board-certified orthopedic surgeon and Zizzer team physician.
So West Plains adjusts a little bit, and they're able to move the ball, move the chains. It's first down and 10 now. 3 receivers left. Connor Lair, the H-back to the right. Scoots to the left in motion. Quarterback draw, gets a block, gets to the side, up the field, 40-yard line, maybe the 42 before the tackle is made there. And that's a good gain on first down, and it'll be a pickup of about 5 yards.
Kinslow's so good with that quarterback read. That time he saw a little hole off to the right side and got the yardage. Again, pretty much same formation, only this time Connor Lair lines up deep behind Kinslow. He goes in motion left. Let's see if they throw the... No, it's going to be a draw play. And taking Kinslow, a little stutter step, gets it up to the 45-yard line. That's going to be really close to a first down. We're going to say it's close enough to say Stuart Morrison Ready Mix in West Plains for all your concrete needs, results every time.
Well... Got bad news for you.
Yes, we've got a lot of sponsors. I want to make sure we get them on there.
That's the end of the first quarter with West Plains on possession. When we come back, it's dead even. West Plains nothing, Kickapoo nothing, and we're back in a minute on KDY.
Monty's Outdoors at the Southern Hill Shopping Center in West Plains is ready for fall hunting and fishing seasons. They've got boots, camo, and of course, lots of fishing gear, rod and reel combos, fishing line, all the top baits, and of course, hunting blinds, deer stands, trophy rocks, and game cameras. Find everything you need for the fall hunting and fishing season at Monty's Outdoors, Southern Hill Shopping Center, West Plains. Gift cards are always available.
After the game tonight, tune in to 96.9 The Fox and join me, James Hurt, for the Locker Room Show. We'll recap the scores of area games, hear from some of the area announcers, and we want to hear from you. Call 417-257-0369 and talk about your favorite team. Hand out game balls to deserving athletes. That's the Locker Room Show on 96.9 The Fox tonight, following the Liberty Eagles broadcast. Tune in and call in after the game. That number again, 417-257-0369.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
With Travis Smith to my left, Cody Sanders behind me, Jim Lambert providing the video for about 400 folk watching tonight so far. Awesome. It's going to be third down and 1. Quarterback draw. Dagan Kinslow gets a first down, dives ahead to the 48. Before he is stopped, and West Plains will move the chains for another first down as we start the second quarter.
That first down brought to you by SRS Electric Service. Rely on them for any electric needs, commercial or residential. SRS Electric Service.
West Plains is number 2 in the state in Class 4 football. Kickapoo is not ranked in Class 6, although they did get some votes in this week's poll. Out of spread set, man in motion. Back to the backfield, it's Heston Miller. Snap, handoff to him. He finds a gap up the middle, blasted up the middle and a first down, and then some more across the 40-yard line to the 39. And a little burst of speed got Heston in the secondary and another West Plains first down at the 39 of the Chiefs.
Brought to you by Wiles Abstract and Title. On the square in West Plains, you have a choice. Choose Wiles. And that's what Heston needs to do when he gets the ball, is just use that speed and get downfield.
He's got one of those things you can't teach.
And
speed.
Yes, he does.
Kinslow at quarterback. 3 in the slot to the right. Draw play right up the middle. And that is Connor Lair. And he'll get it to the 35-yard line. Gain 4 on the play. As West Plains says, they started the game trying to attack the perimeter, and now you see them going more between the tackles, between the guards, and they're having more luck there.
Well, you run a couple plays, see how the defense reacts, and as you talked about, going right in between the guard and tackle, they're having great success. Nice thing is a lot of different backs have touched the ball.
Here's a draw play right with Seeley. Turns it up inside, gets past the line. The linebacker's held up at the 25. Still going inside the 20, near the 15-yard line. A lot of run that time, and it's a 20-yard pickup for West Plains. And Titus Seeley showing some heart right there, and the Zizzers are knocking on the door. They're going to mark that at the 17-yard line.
First down brought to you by West Plains Lock and Key, where tradition meets technology.
No huddle offense. Quick play. Again, Seeley spins to the outside. That won't work. That'll be a loss of a yard on the play. And a good job defensively that time by the Chiefs, who they bottled it up inside, and he decided, well, maybe we should try outside, and that didn't work either. Tackle on the play by Andrew Link for the Chiefs, second down and 11.
And Seeley on that last play when he got the first down, Harlan, you said it. He was tackled and just ran through about 3 guys. I love to see the heart of these West Plains Zizzers.
Kickapoo's doing something a little different now. They've moved C.J. Anoy, their excellent nose guard, to defensive end on the left end. Here's a snap and a fake. Rollout pass, flag down, throw is caught, and it'll be down at the 9-yard line, which will be just a little short of the first down, but there's a flag in the backfield behind the line of scrimmage, and you can count on that one being against West Plains.
Well, and Perkins right now is talking to the offender and saying, hey, you can't do that. Got another penalty. That's the 5th penalty, false start.
Illegal procedure, and penalties have kept West Plains from getting on the board already in this ball game.
Yes, and I got a little concerned there, too, because Seeley walked off the field. Looked like he was injured just for a second, but now he's back over there.
Garrett Brown is in the ball game, and he would spell him. And it looks like he's going to line up wide even. So it's second down and about 15. Kinslow with a man in motion. Heston Miller, they'll hand it to him around the left end. Turns it up. Oh, almost got away. Tackled at the 17. He was one guy away from slipping up the left sideline, but couldn't get away, and that'll bring up now a third down play for West Plains.
And I like the way Heston on that jet sweep just ran to the sideline and turned it upfield. And Harlan, you said it, one guy away or he scored a touchdown. Love to see him using that speed, though.
All right, third down at 9. Let's see if the Zizzers, if they want to throw the ball, the wide side of the field is to the right. There are 4 acres of open space out there. If they want to throw the ball that direction, quarterback draw, Dagan Kinslow will take it inside the 10 or to the 10 and be bottled up there. Maybe they're going to mark it on the 10-yard line. So it's going to be fourth down and about 3 or 4.
West Plains, a lot of times in years past, with Coach Perkins, they'll line up, they'll try to do that hard count and get the other team to jump off sides.
They have to get to the 7. They're on the 10. So it's going to be fourth down and 3. You're obviously in 4-down territory. Zizzers have a good enough kicking game if they want to try a 3, but need to get this first down and get a touchdown. Here we go. 4th and 3. Seeley runs left, follows this blocking. There's a hold up the left sideline. Seeley dives forward, and he is. They're not signaling touchdown. It's very close.
I really like the way, though, West Plains keeps attacking that short side of the field. And what they're saying, Harlan, we're going to go against your biggest and baddest, and we're going to run right at you.
So down to the 1, it's a first down and goal to go. And with all the penalties we've been called for so far, the most obvious of the night, one of the Zizzer linemen tackled a Kickapoo player going out on the end. Now, first down and goal to go. Over the left side, and still no signal of a touchdown.
Seeley got the carry. Man, we are just attacking them head on. That's so great, too.
Pound them, pound them. You got to get a yard. You can get a yard with this offensive line, surely. Seeley back there again. Everybody tight except for Miller in the right slot. Hand it off. There he is. Leans, and he is in for the touchdown. And West Plains goes on top 6-0 with 8:18 to go in the first half.
That touchdown brought you by Zizzer, Buggy Bath, and Coin Laundry. Drop off your laundry, and they'll do everything but put it away. It's Zizzer, Buggy Bath, and Coin Laundry. Nice touchdown.
Titus Seeley with the run, and what was that? That was an 80-yard drive then. It started out as a touchback. So now West Plains will try the extra point. And the big leg of Nate Thomas will come out and try to kick it.
My man Colt set the hold.
And here's the snap. Here's the hold. Here's the kick. And, boy, he banged the heck out of it right through the uprights, and that's going to be good. And West Plains has a 7-0 lead here in Springfield with 8:18 to go in the first half. 1 minute timeout. Back with more Zizzer football on KDY.
Sam, what's that big smile all about?
Butler Heating and Air just installed our new GeoComfort geothermal system. And listen to this. Since we bought our GeoComfort geothermal system before the end of 2020, we get a 26% federal tax credit for the total installed cost.
Sounds like the Butlers did it again.
If you want to save big on your next heating system, then you need a GeoComfort geothermal system. Call Butler Heating and Air at 256-7984.
School is back in session, and while everything is different this year, the one thing that stays the same is that never-ending mountain of laundry. And there doesn't seem to be enough hours in the day to get it all done. That's where Zizzer Buggy Bath comes in. Load up all your laundry and drop it off, and they will wash it, dry it, fold it, everything but put it away. Save yourself precious time with a trip to Zizzer Buggy Bath and Coin Laundry, Porter Wagner Boulevard, West Plains.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Back with Travis Smith. How do you like that? An 80-yard drive for a touchdown for West Plains.
What you got to see, had a penalty but overcame it. And I was impressed with Nate's leg. I didn't realize Nate could kick like that.
Believe you me, he can kick like that. He's got a big leg. Let's see where he puts this one. There'll be a line drive kick. It'll come down at about the 14-yard line. Here comes the return at the 20. And trying to get wide to the right. Came through at the 30-yard line, and he'll hesitate and be tackled at the 40. So an excellent return that time for the Kickapoo Chiefs. And they brought that back with, that was one of their running backs. That was Chandler Taylor on the return. A 6'2", 185-pound senior, and the Chiefs have good field position to start this drive, trailing West Plains 7-0.
That first down brought to you by Steak and Shake. Drive through for fresh-made steak burgers and shakes at Steak and Shake. Yeah, Harlan, that was an excellent run by Kickapoo. Had about 2 or 3 missed tackles. Just got to make sure and break down. Fundamental football.
Line it up under center. Adam Miller, the quarterback. I formation, 2 receivers to the right. They'll run it over the left side, and a little hesitation move will provide a run of about 3 yards on the play that time. The Chiefs are doing a little platoon work. The ball carrier that time. Whoops.
Big running back.
Big running back. I got a little wind here in the booth.
And not much light.
Ball carrier that time was Chance, and it's hard to read the name here in the dark.
31. Was it 31?
30. Chance Nelson on the carry that time. Now on second down, here he goes again, right up the middle, bowling ahead, and to the 27. Nate Thomas is the head football coach for Kickapoo. We've seen some indications that in this day and age, you got to run the spread, you got to throw the ball and all that kind of stuff, but you see indications that he kind of likes that old style I formation power football.
Yes, he does. I mean, same thing they still do in the pros today. Just have hat on hat, try to block hard and get you some yardage.
If I'm not mistaken, Coach Thomas came from Marshfield.
He did.
The Blue Jays.
All right, third down at about 3. Same set. Same running back, Nelson, is hit. He'll be stopped short of the first down. There'll be no gain on the play. And I was trying to see which blur it was that came up that hit him and tripped him up, but it may have been Dagan Kinslow. May have been. I couldn't tell for sure. Garrett Drowns on that side. But it is not. It's well short of the first down. It's going to be 2 yards for the first with 6:27 to go here in the half.
Great job by the Zizzer defense to come out and just stop them. Get the ball back here and put some more points on the board.
So they'll line up to kick this ball away with Nick Quadrini. He's their place kicker, too. The snap, the kick, big one. Again, let it go and hope it takes a good West Plains bounce. And it'll be fielded and down by Kickapoo at the 17-yard line.
That first down brought to you by Newberry Floors and More. High-quality flooring with installers on staff at Newberry Floors and More.
Travis, we've had a fast first half. 6 minutes to go.
Goes by quick when you're running the football like that.
Both teams playing that kind of football. Not many passes in the ball game. And normally halftime rolls in at about 8 o'clock, close to it. It's 7:38. Wow. So this game is flying right by. West Plains now, from their own end, 17, handoff, Seeley, left side, big hole, first down, yes, to a 30-yard line, spins loose. He's at the 40-yard line, 45, tackled at the 39, and just like that big run earlier, Trav, we saw Travis Seeley just keep his motor running, and he busted that into a huge play of 32 yards.
Well, in that time, too, he used the speed. Most people don't realize. They think about Titus Seeley just being a head-on guy, going to run you over like the old Larry Zonka. That time he showed some speed and really got out there, and that first down brought to you by Kurt Incorporated for real fast service right to your door. Call 257-0504.
What a good job by the offensive line for West Plains, too. Low snap. Here's a throw deep. Heston Miller held up on the play. And that'll be incomplete. Miller ran up the back of the defender, who that ball was way overthrown. And so no penalty flag on the play. Now, if that ball been a little closer, they might have got Heston Miller for offensive interference.
You know, Ed, one thing on defense, too, sometimes you teach those guys, hey, if you get knocked down, man, he just, lucky we didn't get a play, but you said it because we had the ball.
Second down and 10 from the 49. And counter play left, and that's going to go for about 4 up near the 46 of Kickapoo. Again, Titus Seeley on the carry. I want to go back and mention that again. West Plains offense, the running game has been much better here in the second quarter, late first and here in the second. And the offensive line obviously is doing a really good job.
Yeah, making some holes. You forget to talk about those guys sometimes, but this offensive line for the Zizzers, big holes for Seeley to run through. And Seeley doing his job after he gets in the opening, getting more yardage.
Third down and 6 from the 46 of Kickapoo. Quarterback draw. Kizzo taps his way through, and he gets a first down and more across the 35. Tiptoeing through the line of scrimmage, and that will move the chains on West Plains' behalf inside the 35 to the 33, still with 4:40 to go in the first half. First down.
Number 77, Blake Reed, bringing that first down. Brought to you by Bureau. For anything for the office, think Bureau. ThinkBureau.com.
High snap on first down. Connor Lair is going to be wrapped up in the backfield. 40 tackled 40 that time. And there will be a loss of maybe a yard on the play.
Another one of those big guys up front, 55, Gabe Dietrich, doing a good job making holes for our guys. We'll make sure and try to get all these guys tonight because Harlan said our big offensive linemen doing a good job pushing these very athletic Kickapoo defensive linemen down the field.
Andrew Link on the stop that time for the Chiefs. Here we go on second down and about 12. Quarterback draw, left side. There's Kinslow across the 30, up near the 29-yard line before he stopped. And that'll be a gain of 6 on the play and bring up a little more manageable third down play. Let's mention, again, the offensive lineman for West Plains tonight starting the game. You had Blake Reed, Magnus Sanders, Cole Easley, Gabe Dietrich, and you had Jalen James, Wyatt Barnes getting some playing time. Here we go on third down at about 6 from the 29 of Kickapoo. Waiting for the play to come from the sideline. And now we're ready to play. Snap again, a quarterback draw straight at the middle. following the blocking. That's going to get a couple yards, maybe. It's going to be across the 25 up to the 24. Wow.
These guys, every one of these running backs for West Plains is so good about that second effort. You get hit at the line of scrimmage, and they keep those feet moving. He got 3 yards when he should have just got 1. Now it's going to be 4th down and short again.
You know, Dagan Kinslow is a big kid.
Yes, he is. He's very athletic, too.
Big and strong. All right, here we go. It's 4th down and 1. Got to get it to about the 24-yard line, right 23. Here's a draw play. Seeley up the left side. Big hole, 1st down, and he'll get it inside the 20 and keep the chains moving here with that one being marked around the 16-yard line. And West Plains still with plenty of time, Travis. 2:33 to go in the half to add on to their 7-0 lead.
And that first down brought to you by longtime sponsor, J&J Recovery. Towing service 24/7. No job too big or too small for J&J Recovery. Right now, those linemen, Harlan, man, they are just doing such a good job. Whenever they pull and go outside, not only are they big guys, but they've got some speed, too.
Wyatt Barnes, who's in the ballgame now playing center, made a really good block on that play to open it up. And West Plains is now knocking on the door. And, you know, outside of the penalties, West Plains has dominated the football game.
Yes, they have. But that's wisely show. Penalties will kill you.
Timeout on the field. We'll take a minute break with the score. West Plains 7, Kickapoo 0 on Hot Country KDY.
Pepsi Mid-America presents a tasty and downright lucrative opportunity. By simply enjoying select Pepsi Mid-America products, you could win up to $5,000 for your local participating schools. Beginning September 1st through January 31st, start collecting those teal caps from any Dr. Pepper, Crush, 7-Up, or Crisp and Clear products and help make your school shine bright with the illustrious gleam of cash money. Collect the caps from Pepsi Mid-America.
Stuart Morrison Ready Mix has been serving the Ozarks for over 3 decades. Think about that. And takes great pride in producing quality concrete, offering competitive prices. Stuart Morrison Ready Mix is ready to help you with all your residential, commercial, or agriculture concrete and rock needs. Give them a call today, 256-8171. Stuart Morrison Ready Mix, where you get concrete results every time.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
1st and 10 from the 16. Double reverse inside. Connor Lair breaks the tackle inside the 10-yard line, and he is down close to a 1st down and a gain of 9 on that play. West Plains continues just to load up and run the football, and that'll be a pickup down to the 7. It'll bring you up 2nd down and 1. And, boy, on a play like this, Travis, you've got a lot of options here.
Yes, you do. I love 2nd short. West Plains has run that last play many, many years. You hand off to one guy. Defense starts to flow that way. You give it off to the other guy. Great job.
Seeley's in the right slot. Lair's in motion to the right. And that would indicate a quarterback draw. Kinslow spins away, tries to get wide, dives to the 5-yard hole. That ball is on the ground, but that's going to be down on contact. And that should be a 1st down for West Plains.
That 1st down brought to you by Brown Furniture and Appliance, growing with the Ozarks since 1949. Brown Furniture and Appliance.
So it's, why haven't they moved the chains? That's a 1st down, isn't it?
Well,
very close to it.
Looks like they're going to bring out the chains.
Check it out. Zizzer's come to the line of scrimmage, and the referee says, nope, not yet, guys.
If it's not a 1st down, it is all but a 1st down. Let's see. So they'll stretch him out, and it looks to me like it's going to be a 1st down. Let's see. Thank you very much.
There we go.
By the nose of the football, West Plains will have 1st and goal to go from just inside the 6-yard line with 1:16 to go. Still, plenty of time to run your offense, not get in a hurry, and score a touchdown and eat up the rest of the half.
Yes, put the points on the board, go into half with a 2-score lead.
Zizzer's in the black with a single back. Seeley to the left of Dagan Kinslow and a whistle before the play. And that usually means offense, or was there a timeout?
Looks like a timeout.
Timeout, Kickapoo. And we'll take a 30-second timeout with a score. 1:11 to play in the half. West Plains 7, Kickapoo nothing on KDY.
West Plains Lock and Key is here for you, no matter what life throws at you. Lose your keys or lock your keys in the car? West Plains Lock and Key will come to you and unlock or even cut a new key right there on the spot to keep you going on your way. Do you need to change the locks on your business or home? West Plains Lock and Key is the place to call for that too. If it has a lock, West Plains Lock and Key can help you when you are in need. West Plains Lock and Key, where tradition meets technology. 256-8862.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
West Plains threatens to add to their lead here. And we had the great privilege of getting a photo with one of the nicest people in the world, and that's Ned Reynolds.
He really is. I mean, he's super nice. Came over, said no big deal about the picture. And what's crazy is I've got about 12 texts saying, tell Ned I said hi. So, I mean, he makes everybody feel like you're a good friend. That's a good guy to be around.
He was with Dean Smith and I doing a Grizzly broadcast one night.
Awesome.
In the Civic Center. That was great. All right, here we go. And up the middle, Seeley on the snap. Dives forward. Give us a call. Touchdown, West Plains.
That touchdown brought to you by Monty's Outdoors. Get your official Zizzer's apparel at Monty's Outdoors. And Harlan, boy, we could have run through that hole. What a good job by the Zizzer offensive line.
Well, Cody could have. I don't know about you and me.
We'd had a chance.
I don't think I could have.
6-yard touchdown run for Titus Seeley, 13-0. And now Nate Thomas with another extra point try. Snap, great. Hold, great. Kick is good, and the Zizzers make it a 14-0 ball game, and we take a timeout with the score. West Plains up by 2 scores here in Springfield. Back in a minute on KDY.
You may not need an electrician every day, but when you do, choose SRS Electric in West Plains. Sean and his crew at SRS Electric will get the job done. They're dependable, reliable, and honest. Whether you need a new house wired, you need new light fixtures installed, or just simple repairs, remember SRS Electric. Find out why people recommend SRS Electric in West Plains. Find them on Facebook or call 274-0787.
Hawkins Home and Lawn.
Hi, this is Anna. If you're looking for appliances, we have a ton of inventory and offer same-day delivery. 0% financing for those who qualify. We have customers drive from all over to shop with us because of our large selection and in-stock major brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana, all ready to pick up today.
Hawkins Home and Lawn. Best brands, best service since 67.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
There's the Zizzer kick, and it's covered by the Chiefs at their own 30-yard line. They'll start there, first down and 10 with just a minute 4 to go. Neither team has really tried to throw the ball much tonight down the field, but Kickapoo may be, for a couple of reasons, maybe enticed into doing that with this possession.
Well, and two, at the defensive backs, both times they've thrown down the field, we've made really good stops. Taylor Gerball, Chevrolet, brought you that last first down. See them. It's where to go to buy a car.
First down and 10, Chiefs, their own 30-yard line. Full backfield. They'll hand it running left to Nelson. He'll be held up. No gain on the play. There were 8 black shirts, and I'm not exaggerating. There are 8 black shirts around him and helping out on the tackle. Gain on the play about half a yard.
They are swarming that football like they should. And what I like, too, is you've got Miller back there, way back about 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. Take your fast guys. Make sure nothing gets behind you, especially when you've only got 40 seconds left in the half.
And, Travis, you point out the time. Time still runs. They're not ready to do anything. They're just ready to, it looks like, run the clock out here. 14-0 Zizzers. 25 seconds left in the half. And quarterback draw the other way, and Miller gets a first down. That's a really good fake to the running back. That fooled everybody. And he gets across the 40, 45 to the 46. And that'll be a 15-yard gain and a first down for Kickapoo. Now they'll call the timeout with 16 seconds to go in the half.
That first down brought to you by West Plains Bank, where every customer leaves a friend. And you said it, Harlan, that was That gentleman who's in there playing running back, he's had the ball about 4 or 5 times, had a great fake that time. We thought he had the ball. Quarterback's taking off down the field. Unfortunately, Kinslow there's make the stop, but that's a touchdown.
Chance Nelson, a 6', 215-pound running back. And he didn't start the ball game, but he's in there right now. You got to pay attention to him. And now the Chiefs take that timeout. And I think they've got one left according to the scoreboard. So if they can hit on a big play here.
Well, and we've seen their kicker on the kickoffs, and he has quite a leg and stuff, so you might see one play where they throw it and try to get the ball out of bounds, because you've got a chance right now to have 2 passing plays.
Nick Quadrini, who can really kick the ball, is down there warming up right now, so he's thinking maybe he'll get a chance. First down from their own 46, 16 seconds to go in the half. Man in motion left. Quarterback Miller's going to roll to his left, and he'll be tripped up, ball underthrown, and incomplete.
What a great job getting in there by Connor Lair and putting the pressure on along with 59, Austin Davis. I'm surprised he got that ball off even.
You ever have a friend that had a dog, and you come to their house, and you try to get to the door and get in the house before the dog realizes you're there?
Yeah.
That's kind of what Connor Lair's like. You know? If you're a quarterback, that's what Connor Lair is.
Yeah, you want to get away from him, because Connor Lair looks at each quarterback like they're a cat.
Second down and 10. Adam Miller will line up deep in the formation. 10 seconds to go in the half. Pressure, ball thrown, a little slip screen underneath will be caught, and that won't amount to anything. It'll go out of bounds. Gain on the play of 5 up to the 49-yard line with 4.8 seconds. And Nick Quadrini may have a great leg, but I would be very surprised to see him line up and try to kick one for about 67 yards right now.
That'd be a long one. That's an old Tom Dempsey kick.
Gee whiz.
This setup right here smells an awful lot like a hook and ladder.
You know, I think, Cody, on that very last play, that's a really good point. I think they were trying to do that, and the receiver actually got in front.
Too far ahead.
Yeah, got too far ahead of it.
So the secondary will try to stay aware of that. Here we go. 4 seconds to go in the half. Third down and 4 for Kickapoo from the 49 of West Plains. Back to throw at Miller. A little slant play across the middle, and that will get first down, but it'll also run the clock out here in the first half. And West Plains, just to be honest about it, dominated the first half of this ball game, especially physically, Travis.
Very well could be up right now by 3 touchdowns. They had the long interception return, got called back, some penalties, but they've got their act put together. Had some trouble in the first quarter, second quarter. They've looked like they're team that's number 2 in the state.
Yeah. Halftime is here. Halftime score, 14-0 in favor of West Plains over Kickapoo. We want to welcome also a new sponsor on our live stream at halftime. Genesis Church is our newest sponsor, so we appreciate having them on board as we bring you Zizzer football. Timeout on the field, and we'll be back in just a bit here on Hot Country KDY.
What's that delicious smell? Ah, Chapala Mexican Restaurant. Authentic Mexican dishes prepared from the freshest ingredients. If you love Mexican food, you'll love Chapala Mexican Restaurant. Make it fun, make it fast, and make it a fiesta of flavor the whole family can enjoy at Chapala Mexican Restaurant, with locations in West Plains and Willow Springs. Dine in or carry out. Taste the fiesta at Chapala Mexican Restaurant.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Call Ozark Hills Insurance at 257-1285. 4 locations: West Plains, Thayer, Gainesville, Mountain Home.
Hey gang, this is Ned Reynolds for Taylor Gruball at Taylor Gruball Chevrolet Buick and GMC. Let me recommend Taylor and his staff in West Plains right here. Taylor's brought the one low price concept and non-commissioned salespeople to his dealership. Remember, find new roads at Taylor Gruball Chevrolet Buick and GMC here in West Plains.
It's where to go and buy your car. Great service and best price by far. In West Plains, oh, it's where we are. Taylor Gruball Chevrolet in West Plains. Hurst Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
Hi, this is Garrett at Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply in West Plains. The weather is going to change soon, so get a head start and save on great steel products like the BG56 leaf blower, now only $159.99, or the BGA 57 battery-powered set, now $179.99. Upgrade and save $90 on the BGA 57 2-battery bundle, now just $249.99. Stop in and save today.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
It's been said the best things in life are free, like free checking from West Plains Bank and Trust Company, including free mobile banking with deposit, free bill pay, free e-statements, and free Zizzer debit card that gives back to the school each time you use it to make a purchase. And, did I mention, you receive a free gift just for opening an account. Refer a friend who opens an account and you both get a free gift. View account detail at westplainsbank.com. West Plains Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Owning your home or farm is an American dream. Wiles Abstract and Title help you accomplish that dream by having expanded services to make buying or selling real estate seamless. Closing services include electronic signatures, which limits the number of physical signatures needed.
This is Ashley Matajak at Wiles Title. Buying and selling real estate is an exciting time. Don't let the stress overwhelm you. Choose Wiles Title and let us take care of it for you. It's your choice. Choose Wiles Abstract and Title on the Square, downtown West Plains.
If you're catching up on projects around the home or farm, it might be a good time to check the tread on your car or truck tires. Wilbanks Tire in West Plains are the tire guys that can get you set up with new tread at a price you can afford. Remember, when you buy a set of tires from Wilbanks Tire, you get free rotation of your tires for the life of the tires. So once a customer of Wilbanks Tire, you'll always be a customer of Wilbanks Tire. Price, quality, and service, all at Wilbanks Tire, 201 West 2nd Street, West Plains.
It is time to visit Newberry's Floors and More in downtown West Plains, formerly Butler Carpet. Newberry's has tile, carpet, vinyl, laminate, and planks to complete the room of your dreams. Take a look at your floors. They need attention. Call Newberry's, 417-255-0088. Free estimates are available and they have installers on staff. Head to Cass Avenue in downtown West Plains. Newberry's Floors and More, 417-255-0088.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Halftime score is 14-0, and I was just sitting here thinking if the score holds up and the Zizzers win, I'm going to ask after the ball game if Scott Womack would agree with me that the weight room is winning this ball game for West Plains.
It looks like it up front on. That's so many games are won up front, offensive and defensive line, and West Plains, with an exception of maybe 1-2 plays, they have been the dominant force each and every time out.
And that's the whole point is the trend of the game, the way the game is developed. I don't think anyone here, regardless what side you're pulling for, would disagree with the fact that West Plains, the first quarter, hard to say because we had so many penalties and really hurt, especially the one that called back the interception that would have probably led to a touchdown for West Plains. But outside of all that, especially in the second quarter, West Plains just dominated. I thought they really dominated the football game and were able to do what they want to do. And they, at the outset, it seemed like they were testing the corners, trying to get wide, and that wasn't working. But they went back to playing between the tackles, and that really helped.
Well, I think in the first quarter, as you mentioned, the penalties played into effect, and I think the biggest issue there is West Plains never really had an opportunity to get into a group. Penalties just really screwed that up. And if you want, you can, make some commentary that, well, some of those penalties were questionable. I know those penalties were questionable. Or you can just say, well, we shouldn't have committed those penalties, and because of that, we never had the chance to get things rolling. But the second quarter, a very different West Plains team came out, and it really started up front. Good offensive line play, and Titus Seeley just had a really good string of runs. And I think something about Titus Seeley that really interests me, you look at his stats over the course of 4 games and now 4.5 games, he's put together some big games, 100-plus yard performances, multi-touchdown performances. But I think the thing that sticks out to me the most about Titus Seeley is the number of yards he picks up after the initial contact. He gets hit every single play, and you rarely, if ever, see him go down after that first hit. And usually it's 2, 3, 4, 5 hits before he's brought down.
That's a statistic that they call a YAC, yards after contact, and Seeley has a whole boatload of those already here tonight. Want to also give a lot of credit to the offensive line, Jalen James, Blake Reed, Magnus Sanders for a while, Wyatt Barnes after that, Cole Easley, Gabe Dietrich, Kyler Stowers doing a fantastic job blocking up front. But on the other side of it, this Kickapoo team, they scored at least 10 points on Webb City last week. Man, they have not been close to scoring tonight.
You know, and that's one thing that plays into a lot of games is field position, and West Plains has done a really good job of flipping field position. And really, if you want to get technical, both teams have done well. Kickapoo has made West Plains start, down around their own 20 now a couple of times, and they've turned those into 80-yard touchdown drives. But West Plains has, in turn, done the same thing. We've had a couple of really nice punts, and with the exception of one kickoff return that, got Kickapoo up to the 35, 40-yard line, this has really not been a very good game of field position for Kickapoo.
West Plains interior on the defensive side of the football has done very, very well tonight, and they always play pretty well. Sebastian Rogers, Garrett Drown, Connor Lair, Titus Seeley. But, one thing that really makes West Plains defense good is the support they get from their secondary. Dagan Kinslow does a fantastic job not only covering in the secondary, but coming up and supporting on the run. You got Heston Miller, Jesse Hudson, Landon Casey has done a great job this season. But I'll tell you what, just a really good overall defense that West Plains has, and really good overall team speed has helped them play very well this year. And boy, I'll tell you something else tonight. This football team for West Plains, they really, with the exception of some penalties, again, flip a coin, but with the exception of some penalties, they have seemed to be very focused, executed really well, especially in the running game tonight.
I think so. And one comment I want to make on the defense, and on that play we've talked about a couple of times, where there was a penalty that at least nobody in this booth directly saw what the penalty was. We saw what the result was. It was some form of personal foul. Could have been a late hit on the quarterback. But regardless of what that penalty was, you still have to give credit where credit's due, and that's to Heston Miller. Because if he does not pick off that pass, that's a touchdown for Kickapoo, and that penalty wouldn't have mattered.
On that play that Cody's pointing out, the tight end had the secondary beat, and the ball was slightly underthrown, but that's where Heston Miller makes an unbelievable play on the football.
He had to go up and get it.
Yep.
And then there's another play there in the second quarter on the far sideline where Jesse Hudson broke up a pass, which was it probably wouldn't have resulted in a touchdown, but that's an open Kickapoo receiver and a big defensive play to get your hands up and knock that ball away.
Nate, another break. We're at Springfield Kickapoo, Springfield, Missouri, with the score at halftime. West Plains 14, Kickapoo nothing. Listening to Zizzer Football on KDY.
Hi, this is Riley Brown with Lynch Equipment in West Plains. If you have land to take care of and you're looking for a compact or utility tractor, it just so happens that Coyote has some of the toughest, most powerful, most fuel-efficient, most technologically advanced tractors ever. If you're not familiar with Coyote, that's K-I-O-T-I, and we'd like to say hello. Stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, here at Lynch Equipment in West Plains. Coyote has a whole pack of models to choose from.
It's not a matter if your car breaks down or you have an accident. It's a matter of when. So when you need a reliable tow, call J&J Recovery and Towing, 256-7628. J&J Recovery and Towing answers your call 24/7, and they work fast. Whether you need to take your vehicle home, to the repair shop, dealership, or to the auto body repair shop, they can tow it for you. No job is too big or too small. J&J Recovery and Towing Service, 256-7628.
Heart of the Ozarks Medical Equipment announces a new product line for preventative health. WellU products are now available at home. WellU specializes in oxygen and vital signs monitors that you can use in your home. These portable monitors check your oxygen saturation and vital signs and have Bluetooth technology that will sync with any mobile device, tablet, PC, or laptop. Keep healthy and check out these affordable monitors at home, 1703 West 8th Street in West Plains. Welcome home.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Get up to $200 total cash back on Goodyear tire rebates. Get up to $100 back plus an added bonus of up to $100 more when you use the Goodyear card. Contact Don's Auto Service for more details.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Steak and Shake now has homemade ice cream and homemade whipped cream too. So the best shakes in town just got better. And this allows for all your favorite shakes to be made lightning fast. The ice cream is homemade, the whipped cream is homemade, and now the faster times get you through the drive-thru quicker than ever. Get the Steak and Shake today for all your favorites, and don't forget the shake made with homemade ice cream and whipped cream. Steak and Shake, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week in West Plains.
Check out the new shipment of Lazy Boys at Brown Furniture and Appliance in downtown West Plains. Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, and love seats, all in now. And as always, Brown Furniture and Appliance offers 12 months, zero-interest financing with approved credit. So get to Brown Furniture and Appliance today and check out the new shipment of Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, and love seats before they're all gone. Brown Furniture and Appliance, growing with the Ozarks since 1949.
Not many businesses have lasted 60 years. One that has stood the test of time is West Plains Propane. 60 years in West Plains and now 6 in Gainesville. Yeah, they're doing something right. They have fuel pumps pumping diesel and gasoline at 508 Lincoln and North Highway 63 in West Plains. They deliver propane, gas, and diesel in South Central Missouri. West Plains Propane keeps you on your way and fuels your needs. West Plains Propane for over 60 years.
Simmons Bank is proud to support the Zizzers. Simmons believes that healthy, vibrant communities don't just happen on their own. They happen when people make investments in each other. Because we accomplish more together than we do alone. Simmons Bank, member FDIC. Simmons Bank is here for all the Zizzers. Simmons Bank takes pride in helping customers realize their dream to buy the perfect home, start a business, or save for a child's college education. Visit a branch or get more information online at simmonsbank.com. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
We're probably, technically, if you want to add some time to the clock, which they always do, probably about 9 minutes from the start of the second half as the Kickapoo Chief Pride Band played here at halftime, entertained the crowd. And they haven't had much entertainment from their own football team here in the first half because West Plains has pretty much had their run of it. Now, next week, it'll be a home game for the Zizzers, and Lebanon will be the opponent. And traditionally, year in, year out, I can't think of many easy games against the Lebanon Yellow Jackets, and last year's game was just a crazy, crazy game. As West Plains played there, we'll see what happens next week. But, hey, Cody, if the Zizzers hold on here, win this ball game, they still have some games yet to play, obviously. But, boy, what a hump this would be to get over if you want to be the Ozark Conference champion.
This is going to be a big game. West Plains, it seems like it happens every week. Somebody's always going to say, oh, well, this is the game. And they were saying it last week with Camdenton. No, this is the game. West Plains and Camdenton, winner of this game is going to be at the forefront. Now they say it again this week. Well, what are this game's going to be at the forefront? So it's one of those situations where it seems like every game, especially if you're with a winning record, if you haven't lost yet, every game's the game you got to win. And West Plains, they do what they have to do. They look at who they're playing today. They're not looking at next Friday. They're not looking at Class 4 classifications just came out. They're not looking at, well, let's see who our district competition is. They're looking at what they've got to do, and right now they're looking at the second half and they're saying, okay, we just have to keep doing what we're doing. But to your point, Lebanon is traditionally a very large team. Up front on the defensive and offensive line, they're always big guys. They're always stout. They're always hard to move, and those games are always, relatively low-scoring defensive matchups. And so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But with that being said, Kickapoo has knocked off Lebanon this year.
That was early on. And, the thing with football, and as compared to some other sports, I think you see more progress. Oh, hallelujah. As the light comes on in here. You see more progress from football teams from game to game than you maybe do in, say basketball, for example, because you play so many more games, it's a little more subtle.
Right.
And in football, you do see teams, make a lot of improvement. And by the time you get to the end of the season, some teams that were just kind of muddling along, maybe around 500 or something like that, by the end of the year can be a much harder out than they might have been earlier in the year because they're not the same football team. And I think it's fair to say that West Plains is not the same football team here tonight than they were that first game at Springfield Glendale or even the second game against Hillcrest.
Look at the differences in week 1 to week 5. I mean, kind of comically, if this were the Glendale game, we would just now be wrapping up the first quarter. But it's a substantially different West Plains team, and part of that is they had some starters and key players that did not suit up for the first couple of weeks, and that's something that a lot of teams are having to deal with this year, and that's something that the coaching staffs are just having to deal with and move forward. But this is a very different team from week 1. You have Dagan Kinslow, who is the quarterback this season, did not start at quarterback last year. So, yeah, he's got 4 games under his belt. He's got 4 games of confidence under his belt, and he's playing at a high level right now. He throws the ball well. He's running the ball well, and he's leading this offense. And Titus Seeley was exclusive. I shouldn't say exclusively. He did touch the ball on the offense last season, but he was mainly that middle linebacker, and he just kind of spelled lid guard from time to time on the offensive front. But this year, he's that lead back. So first week of the season, he's kind of learning a new role. He's learning, okay, how do I play tailback? How do I play linebacker? And how do I do them both well? So 4.5 weeks in now, he's got a better grasp on that. So you're absolutely right. This is a very different West Plains team, week 5 versus week 1.
Glad to have you listening on the radio tonight. Glad to have you watching, whether it's on Facebook, on our live stream. And we've got, again, such a great lineup of sponsors, but we're happy to have you with us, whatever the case might happen to be. And we have discovered one thing for sure tonight. Speaking of Facebook, if you want broadcasting cred, get a photo with Ned Reynolds. That's all it takes. You should have got in on that. Oh, you took.
I was the photographer. I'm always the bridesmaid.
All right. Good for me and Trav, though. All right, a break back with the second half kickoff coming up in just a bit, and the Zizzers leading at halftime, 14-0. And we're back in just a moment on Hot Country KDY.
Pepsi Mid-America presents a tasty and downright lucrative opportunity. By simply enjoying select Pepsi Mid-America products, you could win up to $5,000 for your local participating schools. Beginning September 1st through January 31st, start collecting those teal caps from any Dr. Pepper, Crush, 7-Up, or Crisp and Clear products and help make your school shine bright with the illustrious gleam of cash money. Collect the caps from Pepsi Mid-America.
And there's a flag on the play. Dr. Edwin Roeder of Ozarks Medical Center Orthopedics is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The team at OMC sends best wishes to all Zizzer athletics for safe play and for exceptional sportsmanship. OMC hopes you stay healthy, but if injuries happen, Dr. Roeder and the rest of his team are there to help you with your recovery. OMC Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Zizzer athletics.
Let me ask you something. What do you see when you look at your car? Do you just see the windshield or the wind in your hair on your first road trip? Do you see headlights or the way your family's faces light up as you pull into the driveway? Other insurance companies just see a car, but a State Farm agent sees what your car really means to you. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Talk to me, State Farm agent Justin Shelby in West Plains at 417-256-3434, in Houston at 417-967-4152.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubauer with Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet Buick GMC in West Plains. We're not only where to go to buy a car, but we're also the place to go to sell your car.
Bring your vehicles and titles for an instant cash offer. Find new roads at Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet Buick GMC in West Plains.
It's where to go and buy your car. Great service and best price by far. In West Plains Mo, it's where we are. Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet in West Plains.
After the game tonight, tune in to 96.9 The Fox and join me, James Hurt, for the Locker Room Show. We'll recap the scores of area games, hear from some of the area announcers, and we want to hear from you. Call 417-257-0369 and talk about your favorite team. Hand out game balls to deserving athletes. That's the Locker Room Show on 96.9 The Fox tonight, following the Liberty Eagles broadcast. Tune in and call in after the game. That number again, 417-257-0369.
Owning your home or farm is an American dream. Wiles Abstract and Title help you accomplish that dream by having expanded services to make buying or selling real estate seamless. Closing services include electronic signatures, which limits the number of physical signatures needed.
This is Ashley Matajak at Wiles Title. Buying and selling real estate is an exciting time. Don't let the stress overwhelm you. Choose Wiles Title and let us take care of it for you. It's your choice. Choose Wiles Abstract and Title on the Square, downtown West Plains.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
Hi, this is Garrett at Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply in West Plains. The weather is going to change soon, so get a head start and save on great steel products like the BG56 leaf blower, now only $159.99, or the BGA57 battery-powered set, now $179.99. Upgrade and save $90 on the BGA57 two-battery bundle, now just $249.99. Stop in and save today.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, for more than a farm store.
It's been said the best things in life are free, like free checking from West Plains Bank and Trust Company, including free mobile banking with deposit, free bill pay, free e-statements, and free Zizzer debit card that gives back to the school each time you use it to make a purchase. And, did I mention, you receive a free gift just for opening an account. Refer a friend who opens an account and you both get a free gift. View account detail at westplainsbank.com. West Plains Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Along with Cody Sanders and Travis Smith, who will be rejoining me here in just a sec. We're still a few moments away from getting the second half started, and so while we have the opportunity, let's go ahead and take a final 2-minute break, then we'll call halftime good. Nate, 2-minute break, and the second half is coming up. West Plains and Kickapoo on KDY.
Steak and Shake now has homemade ice cream and homemade whipped cream too. So the best shakes in town just got better. And this allows for all your favorite shakes to be made lightning fast. The ice cream is homemade, the whipped cream is homemade, and now the faster times get you through the drive-thru quicker than ever. Get the Steak and Shake today for all your favorites, and don't forget the shake made with homemade ice cream and whipped cream. Steak and Shake, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week in West Plains.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Now we come back with the second half ready to go. We suddenly are ready to play football again. So Nate Thomas will kick it off from left to right. Kickapoo will receive. And Cody brought up the eternal question, what kind of adjustments did both teams make at halftime? Kickapoo is going to have to make some. Here's the approach in the kick, and a squib kick will be covered at the 38-yard line. And Kickapoo will take it there, first down and 10.
Never been a fan of the old squib. You know, a lot of times, though, it just depends on the squib. You got to just make sure. Sometimes if they've got really good guys running it back, it's just kind of an insurance. But I'm with you. If you're going to squib it, I like it when it goes high and you get your guys a chance to run underneath it. That first down brought to you by Butler Heating and Air, building lasting relationships one customer at a time.
First down and 10 for Kickapoo with 2 wide left. They're going to keep Nelson in the backfield. Chance Nelson, the 215-pound tailback. Straight I formation. Under center. They'll roll hand off, and they'll bust it up the middle for a gain of about 3. Just across the 40-yard line. And that'll be a gain of close to 4 yards. Second down and about 6.
Nelson doing a good job running in between the tackles, just moving those big legs. He's a pretty good athlete.
A lot of football to go here. It's 14-0. West Plains did a great job on defense in the first half. Kickapoo comes right out, and while they do, line up in the eye and run right at him. Here we go again on 2nd down and 6 from the 41. Here's a blitz, a handoff, and they'll get by the linebacker. Nelson will get a first down up to the 48-yard line, and a gain on the play is 7.
That first down brought to you by Bailey Chevrolet GMC, home of the Bailey Factor in beautiful downtown Willow Springs. Harlan, you said that they blitzed. Unfortunately, blitzed right past the running back, and he got a first down.
Ran right past him. And now 1st down and 10 for Kickapoo. After taking that squib kick, they move the chains once. 4-down lineman for West Plains. Quick screen pass out to the flat. It's caught, and the tackle will be made at the 48-yard line after a gain of about 4 on the play. The receiver that time for the Chiefs was Connor Fitzgerald, a 6-foot, 190-pounder. Out there to make the play, we had 3 or 4 black shirts limping a little bit going back to the huddle for West Plains. Was Jason Lopez. 2nd and 6 from the 48 of West Plains. They'll run it left. Nelson tripped up in the backfield and getting that penetration. How about that? Very good play from the nose guard position. Sebastian Rogers made it for West Plains.
Yeah, Rogers got right by the center. Good form tackle for Sebastian.
And he has had a really solid year up to this point, that's for sure. Gain of maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd down, short 6, 2 receivers out to the right. Nelson, the tailback, straight eye formation. Miller will take it, fake it, roll out right, pressure on him. Here comes a hit. The throw is incomplete. And what, again, pressure on that play. Was that Titus Seeley that came up to hit him? Man alive.
Yeah, put the pressure on as he came out there. Also in there, 24, Garrett Drown. You talked about him earlier. He is just a good athlete, has a lot of good speed, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with that one.
And he didn't just get hit. He got hit. I believe they call that being tattooed. He got tattooed for sure.
He's going to think about that before he gets on the field next time.
That ball was way underthrown as the hit came just as he threw the ball. Now punt time for the Chiefs. Nick Quadrini will kick it away, and another big high boomer will take a good West Plains bounce, and they'll have to chase it down at the 23, 24-yard line. Boy, that was a break. We gained about 8 yards on that bounce. It came back toward midfield, so Quadrini didn't get much of a break there. That'll hurt his punting average a little bit. But 9:41 to play here in the 3rd quarter in West Plains with the football. And now, Travis, with the first possession of the second half, Kickapoo took about 2:20 off the clock. No reason to think West Plains won't go right back to that running game here.
They may as well, too. No reason to put the ball in the air. You've got 2 touchdown lead. Keep running it down their throats.
Now the spread set, 2 receivers right. Seeley runs right, gets a great block, and gets across the 30 up to the 33-yard line. It's one thing to get a good block. That game, by the way, is going to be 8 yards probably. It's one thing to get a good block, but it's another thing to read it right and use it right, and he does.
You've got to trust those linemen, get right behind them when that hole opens up. Titus using his speed, got about 9 yards on that carry.
All right. Empty backfield. Will that be a quarterback draw this time? Man in motion, Heston Miller. He'll take a jet sweep running to the left, and boy, they blew that play up quickly. Good defensive play that time on the far side. The quarterback came up and read that play. When he saw Miller, that's all it took, and they stopped that for no gain on the play. In fact, a loss of a yard on the play.
Yeah, they're going to key. Anytime they see Miller go in formation, they're going to have the defensive end or the corner come out and try to stop it.
Good play by Sam Sabilski that time for the Chiefs. Here's a running play going for trying to get a first down, and they will up to the 35-yard line. Another good run for Titus Seeley. Another good blocking job by the Zizzer people up front, and it's a first down for West Plains.
Brought to you by Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply. They're more than just a farm store. Hirsch Feed.
1st and 10 now for West Plains from their own 35. Screen play out to the right. Heston Miller with the catch, tries to cut it back, gets to the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5, and that'll bring it up 2nd down and 5 yards to go. Anytime you can get the ball to Heston Miller's hands out in the open, out to the corner, on the side, down the middle, down the right sideline, whatever, he has a chance to make a big play.
Yes, he does. Got that speed, and also with Heston, too. He's got really good hands. He catches the ball when it's thrown to him.
He limps a little bit out wide left. I wouldn't buy that if I was a cornerback. Here's the snap. Back to throw it. Kinslow wide open receiver, and the catch. No, the sideline says no, and naturally the official agrees with it. Kickapoo, every person on the sideline there was, and I don't know, it may have been an incomplete pass, but probably was. And it'll bring up now 3rd down and 5.
15, Colt Hickson, the 10 receiver, did a good job going after the ball.
That ball was underthrown. He was wide open down the right sideline. And that's not a bad play. Even though it was incomplete, you have to make them honor the pass. You've got to throw it once in a while.
Yeah, and they'll go back to that, too. And like he said, it was open.
Zizzers have thrown it twice on this drive. Stops the clock at 7:49. Man in motion left is Seeley. Quarterback draw. Kinslow, he's not going to get it. He's going to get maybe a loss of a yard on the play.
And it looked, too, the way Seeley was acting, it could have possibly been a pitch. But once quarterback Kinslow committed, he went down, and that time, Kickapoo's defensive line blew up that play. 4th down and 5. Decision time for West Plains.
West Plains have got a great spot there. And now flag is going to go down.
That's going to be against West Plains.
Dead ball foul and sportsmanlike conduct against West Plains.
Yep, he said something to the official, and the official didn't like it.
You got that spot on there, too, because I saw the infringement. We'll never say who did it because we don't want to be negative, but you could tell it wasn't something nice, and the guy said, you will respect my authority, and we'll give you 15 yards to think about it.
You're going to make me do a Cartman impression here if you keep talking like that. 7:25 showing on the clock. Dead ball foul, so it was after the play was over. It's still going to be 4th down and a punt for West Plains.
Need a big punt here now.
Dagan Kinslow will kick it.
Kinslow really is good, too. He gets a lot of air underneath that football and gives our guys a chance to get down the field.
You got a block here. They may come for the block in this situation. Dagan stands at his 12. Here they come. Kick is away. And off the side of his foot to the left, it'll bounce and take a Kickapoo bounce. West Plains will down it at the 46. So they gave the ball up pretty much from that point in the field. They picked up a few yards, and now Kickapoo will have 1st and 10 with 7:12 to go. We haven't really talked about the fact that it has not really been a field position game, and I thought it may turn into that.
There's another penalty against West Plains.
That 1st down brought to you by Chapala Mexican Restaurant. Enjoy the fiesta. Chapala Mexican Restaurant in both West Plains and Willow Springs. And my favorite, Harlan, 99-cent tacos on Tuesday. Dine in or carry out.
Absolutely. So they're going to make West Plains kick the ball again, it looks like. Flag is down at the 15. Man, I don't know how many penalties we've had tonight, but we had over 150 yards in penalties the first trip to Springfield this year. And we're not going to have tonight. It looks like, who knows, but we're getting plenty.
Yeah, it'd be very close to that. You've got to be in 3 figures right now. And the thing is, it's been penalties where you didn't need to have them. You never want to have a penalty, but especially in this situation.
Well, there's been 45 yards in personal fouls tonight.
Wow. 3 personal fouls already.
I'm not sure what that penalty was.
That's because they didn't signal what the penalty was. It's a flag, so it's on West Plains. Here we go. It's going to be 4th down now. Dagan Kinslow is backed up. This ball was moved back to the 6-yard line.
So that's another personal foul. That's now 60 yards in personal fouls.
That's half the distance because the snap came. Well, no, you're right. That was a major penalty right there. Kinslow, high snap, does a great job of catching the ball. It's going to be a very short kick. Take a bounce. Oh, take a bad bounce for West Plains. It'll be down at the 15-yard line. Man alive. What a disaster this whole series of plays was.
Unfortunately, Kinslow, like you said, it looked like it was going to be snapped out of the back of the end zone, which had been a safety. At least now the Zizzer defense has a chance to make a stop here. 16-yard line is where it's located. First down brought to you by West Plains Propane in West Plains and Gainesville. They've got propane, diesel, and gasoline for over 60 years. Come on, Zizzer D.
Kickapoo's been set up here in great shape to get back in the game from the 15-yard line. Here's a counter play, and the running back just falls over. That was Chandler Tyler, who they ran a counter to the right, and the penetration put the kibosh on that. Lost it on the play of 4 yards. It'll be second down and about 14.
That's what you need. Get that momentum going. Push them back. You know Kickapoo's going to go for it. They got to stop them 3 more times.
By far the best field position Kickapoo's had in the football game, and it's been mainly via penalty.
Well, this is the first time they have smelled the red zone.
They're just at it now at the 20. 14 to go, screen pass out to the flat. Ball is caught, and the tackle will be made at the 18-yard line. Not much there, maybe the 17-yard line. Be a gain on the play back to the original line of scrimmage, and it'll bring up third down and about 10.
Boy, and our guys, both of them were about 7 to 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. Kickapoo saw that, threw the quick screen, but good speed by the defensive backs to come up and make a stop.
Clock running again down toward the 6-minute mark. If you're Kickapoo, you've got to score this time. I mean, to have a shot in this game, I think you just absolutely have to score. Let's see what they do. One receiver left, full house backfield, double tight in, and the quarterback, Adam Miller, will take the snap, fake it, roll out right. He's looking for his running back out of the backfield. Here comes the defense. He's tripped up and knocked to the turf, short of the first down at the 12. And that will bring up fourth down now as West Plains did a good job of coming up on that play. And Dagan Kinslow was the guy that came up that helped on the tackle. Cody says also who? Sellers?
What? They're going to kick a field goal.
Oh, they're going to kick a field goal. So Dagan Kinslow on the stop. Here comes the kicker, Quadrini, from the 18-yard line, making a 28-yard kick, wind blowing from right to left. Here's his kick, and it's up, and it looks pretty good. And, no, good. He hooked it. Nice. Just wide of the left upright. That'll take a little air out of your balloon if you're the Chiefs. 5:01 to play in the third quarter, and it looks like we're going to have not much of a delay, so we'll just go ahead and keep it here as we get ready for the West Plains series.
That turnover on downs brought to you by Hawkins Appliance. Best brand, best service since 1967.
That's a real killer for Kickapoo, which you get the ball on the 20-yard line of West Plains, and you can't punch it in. You can't get the field goal to go in. That's the best look they've had at the end zone, and now it's West Plains ball.
A gift was given, and they refused it. Now, first down and 10 from the 20 for West Plains. Snap back, Seeley runs left. They break through the 25, 30-yard line, and down at the 39. And a gain of 19 on the play, 38-yard line, 18 gain on the play. And Kickapoo has to hate seeing that. No flags on the play, by the way. First down and 10, West Plains, 38-yard line.
Brought to you by Wilbanks Tire. Once you're a customer of Wilbanks Tire, you'll always be a customer at Wilbanks Tire.
You know, I think my favorite thing about Titus Seeley is he knows he's going to get hit, but to hit you harder.
39-yard line. Here he is again, and he gets to the 45, to the 46-yard line. And that's a gain of 7 on the play for Titus Seeley.
Cody, that's a good point, too, because he does want to hit, but once he gets in that open field, he's also got the speed, too, so it's kind of like a dual threat. You like to see that in a running back.
So West Plains in no hurry to get to the line of scrimmage for this next play. They're up 14-0, getting late in the third quarter, 4:13 to play in the third, and now West Plains will send Heston Miller wide right. Seeley in the backfield with Dagan Kinslow. Man in motion to the left. They'll cut it back the other way and pull, and here's a running play. Seeley, 50, 45-yard line, 40-yard line, tackle at the 39. Another big run for West Plains. Gain of 15 on the play, and another West Plains first down at the Kickapoo 39.
Brought to you by Captain D's Seafood in the Southern Hills Shopping Center. For lunch or dinner, Captain D's is the winner. And you talked about Miller, the speed he's got. That time, Harlan, he set up that first down because he made an incredible block on the quarterback.
Kyler Stowers also on that play was in motion and cut back the other way with a pulling guard. Great play, great blocking that time. Make it to Heston Miller this time, straight up the middle, Dagan Kinslow. Up to the 35-yard line, be a gain of 4. And it'll be second down. And second down at about 6.
Sometimes, too, it almost looks like Kinslow is kind of read optioning on that, too, and he's going to see what happens with Miller because that defensive end went with Miller, and so Kinslow just took it.
That's what I was going to mention. On those read options, the quarterback has to make a split decision. He can't second think that. He's got to go.
You just got to react to what you see and go with it.
2 men left and a single back. Seeley, he'll move over and now move back the other way right next to Dagan Kinslow. 2nd down and 6. 35-yard line of Kickapoo. Double snap, loose, and Kinslow falls on it. That was not a bad snap, was it?
Hit him in the hands, but Kinslow did the right thing there instead of trying to make a crazy play happen. Comes up, does a good job. Checking out of the game now is number 8, Watson Hafer. Get to play a little wide receiver.
So now the Zizzers are faced with 3rd down and 9, but they are in 4-down territory. So let's see what they do. Kinslow back deep from the 37. Takes a snap.
False start.
Flags all over the place. Dead ball. Illegal procedure against West Plains. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Penalties. Very, very fortunate to be up in this game 14-0.
It makes you wonder, what would the score look like if West Plains kept the penalties down?
So true.
You know?
I mean, you already had an interception that was taken back. Cody mentioned 4 personal fouls. We're very, very fortunate to be in this ball game and be up by 14. You know, and usually as the season progresses, those things get less and less.
3rd down, 14 now. 44 of Kickapoo. Drop play. Connor Lair breaks the hole. 35, 30-yard line. Still a motoring. 25, 20. Still a motoring. 10-yard line. 5-yard line. Guys, a touchdown. One of the best runs you've ever seen in your life right there. 33 yards.
That was amazing. Amazing. Both our guy Seeley. And that time, what a run. What a run by Lair as he hit 2 or 3 people, spun out of a tackle, 2 people on his back as he goes into the end zone. That is second effort and a half.
There's not a whole lot you can say about that.
No.
That's nuts.
Harlan said the best run by far of the year. I want to see that tomorrow.
That's one of the best runs I've ever seen. I mean, straight up the middle, and about 15 people had a chance to tackle him and couldn't do it. Here's an extra point kick. Nate Thomas bangs it up through the uprights, and that's good. And West Plains in control with 1:54 to go in the third with the score. Zizzers 21, Kickapoo nothing on KDY.
The seasons are changing, and heat in the morning, air in the afternoon, and back to heat at night. Is your HVAC unit running like it should? If it isn't, you need to give Current a call and have their tech come take a look and get it back in tip-top shape. If it's time for a new HVAC system, now is the time, because Current is your local York dealer, and they're offering 10% off any York brand units with full installation until October 30th.
Real fast service right to your door. Call 257-0504.
Bailey Shipping GMC, home of the Bailey faction.
And after the Friday night football game, breaking news, Bailey Chevrolet now offers Saturday service for you, our customers. Call or come by and make your Saturday oil change appointment now. The Bailey service team is waiting for you.
Call 469-3111. Bailey team is gonna get it done.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
And we come back to play in the ensuing kickoff return by the Chiefs up to about the 47-yard line, their own 47-yard line.
First down brought to you by Home, heart of the Ozarks Medical Equipment, provider of home medical equipment supplies, 1703 West 8th Street.
There are 43-yard touchdown runs, and then there are 43-yard touchdown runs, and that one was as good a run as you'll ever just straight line power running by Connor Lair. What a play that was.
You'll see that tomorrow. Replays tonight on KY3, the game of the week.
Cody will be watching it on his phone, probably going home tonight.
Very well may.
Just don't do it while you're driving.
That's DA driving. First down, first and 10 from the 47-yard line to Kickapoo. They're going to take time out. We will too with the score. 21-0 West Plains on KDY.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Call Ozark Hills Insurance at 257-1285. 4 locations: West Plains, Thayer, Gainesville, Mountain Home.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
All right, first down and 10 Chiefs. They're on the 47-yard line with 1:46 to go in the third. West Plains dominating this football game. Pump fake, Miller throws it deep down the left sideline. Got a guy there. It's high and incomplete.
Good defense by number 22, Jesse Hudson. Stayed with the receiver the whole time. Kickapoo in the case now, being down 3 touchdowns. They're going to have to try to throw the ball downfield.
Intended receiver that time for the Chiefs was Zay Lowry. And he got behind the defense, but the ball was a little high, a little too toward the sideline. Jesse Hudson running downfield. He's a guy that can cover, and he can support on the run very well. It's second down and 10. Full house in the backfield with the quarterback. And he will keep it. Miller will keep it, get back to the line of scrimmage, and then get body slammed. And that was Titus Seeley.
Titus Seeley up there, and also Jason Lopez, and they just swarm. And what's so nice is fake that time to the running back, and he got hit. Everybody, man, football, helmet on helmet, making stops.
Now we'll have a player down on the field for West Plains, and we'll have him tended to. And we'll take a timeout here. Hopefully it's maybe a bell rung or something like that, nothing ultra serious. And we'll come back in just a minute on Hot Country KDY.
If you're catching up on projects around the home or farm, it might be a good time to check the tread on your car or truck tires. Wilbanks Tire in West Plains are the tire guys that can get you set up with new tread at a price you can afford. Remember, when you buy a set of tires from Wilbanks Tire, you get free rotation of your tires for the life of the tires. So once a customer of Wilbanks Tire, you'll always be a customer of Wilbanks Tire. Price, quality, and service, all at Wilbanks Tire, 201 West 2nd Street, West Plains.
It is time to visit Newberry's Floors and More in downtown West Plains, formerly Butler Carpet. Newberry's has tile, carpet, vinyl, laminate, and planks to complete the room of your dreams. Take a look at your floors. They need attention. Call Newberry's, 417-255-0088. Free estimates are available and they have installers on staff. Head to Cass Avenue in downtown West Plains. Newberry's Floors and More. 417-255-0088.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Third down and long for the Chiefs. From their own 47-yard line, quarterback rolls out. He throws left. There's a flag down on the play. Ball is incomplete at the 43 of West Plains on the rollout. That should be holding.
Either holding or blocked below. His layer was coming in on the blitz, and he just cut his legs out right from underneath him.
Shot block, and that'll back it up. And Kickapoo will have, they're going to decline that. Well, it was third down. So now fourth down with 1:03 to go. And West Plains will get the football back and hopefully in decent field position, depending on how far Greeny can kick the football here.
He usually gets so much height on that. I don't think we've got a return yet tonight.
No, we have not returned a punt.
Either gone in the end zone or came back.
He'll stand back at his own 34-yard line. 2 receivers back for West Plains. Here's the kick. High kick. It will float. West Plains will just let it bounce. Get in the end zone, 5-yard line, and it goes in. And that will be a touchback of West Plains. We'll have the ball at their own 20-yard line. Our next broadcast will be next week when we are at Zizzer Stadium. Man, it's amazing. If you looked at Zizzer Stadium 10 years ago,
yes,
and look at it today, it'd be like that man and woman on that show where they renovate the house, and you come back and look at it, you can't even believe it's the same place.
You said that new press booth is just unbelievable.
Great.
Awesome.
Reed keeps it on 70 degrees in there.
I love that.
I'd lower it a little bit.
Hey, that last first down, too, brought to you by Lynch Equipment. For most people, It's where the search for the perfect tractor ends. Lynch Equipment.
Take care of the ball now. Running play to the left. Heston Miller. And he'll get across up to close to the 25-yard line. And I'll tell you what, as my high school football coach Larry Silva used to say, you know, if you get 4 yards every carry, that's a first down.
Yes, it is. Larry Silva was your head coach?
He certainly was.
Great man.
I was very, very lucky.
Very good man.
To play for a guy like him.
Tradition at Avon, Missouri.
Hall of Fame coach in the state of Missouri. Dagan Kinslow, quarterback. Miller in motion, drop play straight up the middle, and that'll be a first down as they hand the ball to Titus Seeley. Connor Lair a little while ago. That gets across the 30, gain of 5, gain of 6, and a first down for West Plains.
Brought to you by Ozarks Medical Center, Dr. Edwin Roeder, board-certified orthopedic surgeon and Zizzer team physician.
All right, first down and 10, 31-yard line. Long snap count. Clock down to 1 second. That's the end of the third quarter. And West Plains goes into the fourth with a 21-0 lead on the Kickapoo Chiefs in Ozark Conference football in Springfield. We're back in a minute on KDY.
It's not a matter if your car breaks down or you have an accident. It's a matter of when. So when you need a reliable tow, call J&J Recovery and Towing, 256-7628. J&J Recovery and Towing answers your call 24/7, and they work fast. Whether you need to take your vehicle home, to the repair shop, dealership, or to the auto body repair shop, they can tow it for you. No job is too big or too small. J&J Recovery and Towing Service, 256-7628.
Not many businesses have lasted 60 years. One that has stood the test of time is West Plains Propane. 60 years in West Plains and now 6 in Gainesville. Yeah, they're doing something right. They have fuel pumps pumping diesel and gasoline at 508 Lincoln and North Highway 63 in West Plains. They deliver propane, gas, and diesel in South Central Missouri. West Plains Propane keeps you on your way and fuels your needs. West Plains Propane for over 60 years.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Big thanks to Travis Smith being here tonight, filling in for Paul Knight. Cody was here. Cody normally covers the Houston Tigers, but they've had some COVID issues, so he was able to come along and join us this evening. It's first down, 10 to go from the 31-yard line. Running play, Seeley left, and he won't get anything. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And again, Kickapoo, as the game started right here on this end of the field, did very well stopping West Plains with that running game as they tried to go off tackle that time. The tackle made by Brian DeSylvester for the Chiefs. It'll be second down and 10. No running back. Well, we do have one back in the backfield, and it'll be handed off to him. Seeley tries to go right, and he'll move the pile up to the 35-yard line. So a gain on the play of about 4, and it'll bring up third down and 6 yards to go.
You know, Seeley just runs at the line of scrimmage. It's hard, spins, but another thing he does is he covers that ball extremely well. A lot of times you see guys that second, third effort put the ball on the ground, not Seeley.
21-0 West Plains with the lead and the ball. Third down and 6 from their own 35. It's all about moving the chains, keeping the ball, eating up the clock now. Hard snap count. Handoff. Seeley right, cuts it back up the middle, and he dives forward short of the first down. He's at the 38, and that will force a punt on the part of West Plains.
Good job by the Kickapoo defense this time to keep West Plains from getting the first down. West Plains looking over at the line of scrimmage like they might try to go for it.
Might try to draw Kickapoo offside and then pull that quick kick.
Yep, be done.
Well, Dayton Kinslow comes up, and it looks for all the world like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 3. They do. They hand it off to Seeley. Turns it out. He dives. He gets off first down. It was going to be close, but that second and third effort by Titus Seeley gets the ball up to the 44-yard line, and West Plains has a first down and keeps the football.
That first down brought to you by my good friends at Stuart Morrison Ready Mix in West Plains. For concrete results every time, Stuart Morrison Ready Mix.
At this point of the game, West Plains is just lining up and saying, go ahead and just try to out-muscle us. And we're not going to.
Now, what does that say about your opinion of your line against their line? I mean, sure, you can't stop us on 4th and 3.
Now you got one of the big heavies out here as a wide receiver.
Dagan Kinslow, quarterback draw, spins across the 50-yard line, and he'll get up to about the 49-yard line of the Kickapoo Chiefs. Kyler Stowers was lined up as a wideout out here to the left. But Kinslow just kept it on the quarterback keeper, gain of 7 yards on the play.
So during the offseason, West Plains, they took the Z logo off the side of their helmet, replaced them with the numerals on the left side, and on the right side, they have began the process of pride stickers, kind of like Ohio State does with the Buckeye sticker. How many pride stickers do you think Connor Lair is going to get to add to his helmet for that 40-plus yard touchdown run?
He's going to have to build on after that one. Here's a drop play to the right. Another big run for Seeley as he gets it. Oh, that was not Seeley that time.
That's 24.
Oh, that was Garrett Drown got the run that time.
Drown's first down brought to you by SRS Electric Service. Rely on them for any electric needs, commercial or residential. SRS Electric.
Did you hear that? Drown's first down. It's first down and 10 for the 38 of Kickapoo. Here's a snap, running play again. Drown will be bulldogged for a loss of 2 on the play. Back at the, looks like the 41-yard line. So a loss of a couple.
Yeah, Kickapoo has made a nice adjustment. Cody talked about what you're going to do at halftime. When they see that jet sweep coming, they've got the big defensive end just taking a step down outside, and he's there to meet the jet sweep guy right across the middle.
Run clock run, 8:17 to play in the football game. Zizzer's on possession from the 41-yard line. Kinslow will throw it deep down the right side, way too far for Heston Miller. He just throws it up there and thinks he can run under anything, but Bullet Bob Hayes would have had trouble catching up to that one.
Bullet Bob Hayes. Cowboys?
Yeah. Cowboys, an Olympian, fastest man in the world at one point, back in the 60s.
Yeah, Heston Miller's got a lot of speed. He said that. They can just put it out there where nobody else could catch it except Miller to run underneath.
3rd and 13 now from the 41 of Kickapoo. Running play to the right, Seeley. Bounces off, spins toward the line, gets back to the original line, and maybe a little bit more. And that'll be 4th down, but West Plains is going to go for it here. 4th and 10.
They've gone for it a couple times tonight on 4th down. This will just be the longest they've had to go. $21-0 to score. 7:30 left to go here in the game.
This was looked at by many people as the premier game of the area tonight, but if that's the case, West Plains is way on top here. Here's the snap. They'll fake it inside slant screen. The catch made. It's going to be close to a first down, up to across the 30.
Heston Miller just does such a good job taking that ball and tucking it, and he gets the first down.
That was a 4th and 10, knowing they probably were going to throw it, and they still get the first down on the throw from Dagan Kinslow to Heston Miller.
That first down brought to you by Wiles Abstract and Title. On the square in West Plains, you have a choice, so choose Wiles.
And alive, we're to the point now with 7:08 to go and counting. Kickapoo's probably saying, man, let's go home.
Hey, man, I'm just so proud of the way Heston Miller, though, when he gets that football, he takes off and runs down the field. Doesn't try to do any fancy footwork, just use that speed.
It is first down, timeout on the field with 6:54 to play. The Zizzers leading the Chiefs 21-0, and we're back in a minute on KDY.
Hi, this is Riley Brown with Lynch Equipment in West Plains. If you have land to take care of and you're looking for a compact or utility tractor, it just so happens that Coyote has some of the toughest, most powerful, most fuel-efficient, most technologically advanced tractors ever. If you're not familiar with Coyote, that's K-I-O-T-I, and we'd like to say hello. Stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, here at Lynch Equipment in West Plains. Coyote has a whole pack of models to choose from.
Taking care of elderly parents is not easy. My mom just can't do much to help my dad anymore, so I help when I can. Dad's CPAP machine was really needing to be cleaned, especially with all the virus spreading. I found out Home takes care of that. Their customer service was excellent, and considering we are in a pandemic, that means a lot. The store was clean, they limit the number of customers in the store, and they explained how to help Dad with his CPAP. Heart of the Ozarks Medical Equipment, 1703 8th Street in West Plains. Welcome home.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
And we come back with a 6-yard run by Dagan Kinslow after the timeout, gets it to the 22. It's second down at about 4.
77, Blake Reed that time just pushed his man back, what they call the pancake block. Good job.
Baldwin beating Camden inside 18-7. Lebanon is whacking Glendale 51-14. Out of the spread, quick swap pass to the left, and it's caught, and the knee is down, and the play is over as West Plains tried to run that quick screen out to the left sideline to Garrett Drown, but his left knee hit the ground, and so there'll be a loss of about a yard, maybe 2 on the play.
Stowers, number 18, the big wide receiver out there, did a good job making the block. Fortunately, like I said, pass just a little bit low.
Kabul with a 14-6 lead over Mountain Grove, and Liberty beating Willow Springs 20-6. 12 on the shot clock. 12 on the play clock. I'm about 4 months ahead of myself here. Out of the spread, quick play, Kinslow, and flags go down. That may have been a delay game, but
I think they're going to get him for man in motion.
Man in motion is correct. Correctamundo Travis Smith.
Ooh, Mundo.
So that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Another penalty against the Zizzers. Shot clock, too, Harlan, talking about that with all this COVID going on. I'm glad to see high school football is back on track. One of the things we talked about earlier, of course, you only had one captain out there. I've also noticed during water breaks what they do now, so you don't have a communal drinking source, they just take little bitty waters out there.
Yep.
Keeping the players safe.
So, I didn't see a call for a timeout there, but we're out.
Now it's going to come in.
Timeout called by West Plains with 5:13 to play and a minute break with the scores. Zizzers 21, Chiefs nothing on KDY.
Check out the new shipment of Lazy Boys at Brown Furniture and Appliance in downtown West Plains. Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, and love seats, all in now. And as always, Brown Furniture and Appliance offers 12 months, zero-interest financing with approved credit. So get to Brown Furniture and Appliance today and check out the new shipment of Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, and love seats before they're all gone. Brown Furniture and Appliance, growing with the Ozarks since 1949.
And there's a flag on the play.
Dr. Edwin Roeder of Ozarks Medical Center Orthopedics is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The team at OMC sends best wishes to all Zizzer athletics for safe play and for exceptional sportsmanship. OMC hopes you stay healthy, but if injuries happen, Dr. Roeder and the rest of his team are there to help you with your recovery. OMC Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Zizzer athletics.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Well, we come back and it's let's see, what was that? A first down play?
It was a first down pass and a completion, but there's a flag on the play.
Oh, man.
West Plains had 2 guys downfield from the offensive line, and so that blows that play up, and it'll be another penalty against West Plains.
I like the way, though, guys on their passing plays, they just don't take a lot of time. Kinslow finds his receiver down the field. He released it very quickly. We haven't seen him under pressure too much tonight at all.
So, we'll back it up.
You don't see him just drop back. He rolls out on almost every pass play.
And that's understandable because he is such a good runner. I mean, you give that option, that dual option. Sealy in the backfield, a 5-yard penalty. Here comes a blitz by Kickapoo, and Sealy runs right, gets it behind the linebacker up the right sideline. And at the 25-yard line and driven out inside the 25 at about the 22-yard line, 21-yard line maybe. Yeah, down to 21, so a good gain. And now, was that a fourth down play?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that will mean a turnover on downs as West Plains played it close to the vest there and just ran it and nearly got it. Got 12 out of the 15.
Turnover brought to you by Zizzer, Bed Bath, and Coin Laundry. Drop off your laundry. They'll do everything but put it away.
Man in motion, and the snap. Miller will throw the slant, and it's caught inside. Tackle made, and not much there again as West Plains reacts so very well on that short pass play out to the flat with Jesse Hudson again making a good play and a gain on the play of about 5.
Hudson and Miller are just doing an excellent job of that quarterback position.
Snap back. Miller pump fake. He'll run it right, and he'll get tackled and body slammed by Connor Lair. Back at the 25-yard line. Loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, Connor Lair looked like a WWE wrestler that time. He was like, oh, my goodness. Quarterback, you tell, he saw number 40 coming, and he went to the ground hard.
Miller must not have seen him. Here's the snap on the third down at about 5. Out to the left side. Caught, and that's going to be no gain on the play again. And again, the secondary, Dagan Kinslow came up and made the stop for West Plains. Boy, the secondary group for West Plains defense really is good, covering and supporting on the run. Man, a lot. And now it's fourth down at about 3. Chiefs will go for it. Why not? From the 29 their own. Back to throw it, Miller. He tucks it away, and he'll be stopped short of the first down. And West Plains will have the football with 3:38 to go. And it'll be lined it up pretty much and run the football here and run the clock out.
And that turnover and downs brought to you by West Plains Lock and Key, where tradition meets technology. West Plains Lock and Key.
I was kind of afraid last week West Plains would look past Camdenton a little bit. That didn't really happen, although they didn't play great in the second half. But, man alive, they have come out ready to play here tonight. A little bit of a slow start.
Yep, but they look like a team that's state-ranked, and that's how they're playing.
Oh, absolutely. Ranked number 2 in the state in Class 4 football. Out of the spread. They'll double reverse it to the left with Connor Lair. He'll turn it up. Gets good yardage. When it's broken tackle, 10-yard line, 5-yard line, touchdown, West Plains.
No penalties.
No penalties. Connor Lair from about 30 yards out with a touchdown.
That touchdown brought to you by Steak and Shake, drive-thru for fresh-made steak, burgers, and shake. Guys, you don't stop that. That's just an incredible run.
Well, the cool thing about that run is the previous touchdown of his, it was just all muscle running over people. This we saw a little juke and a little jive and showed some of that speed.
He is. That's the thing, too. He adds that speed factor back there. Nate Thomas tries to go 4 for 4 tonight. Here's his kick. It's up, and it looks pretty good. It's good. Boy, Nate has really, and the entire kicking game has gotten so much better here in the last few weeks. 28-0. West Plains with 3:27 to play. We're back in a minute on KDY.
Pepsi Mid-America presents a tasty and downright lucrative opportunity. By simply enjoying select Pepsi Mid-America products, you could win up to $5,000 for your local participating schools. Beginning September 1st through January 31st, start collecting those teal caps from any Dr. Pepper, Crush, 7-Up, or Crisp and Clear products and help make your school shine bright with the illustrious gleam of cash money. Collect the caps from Pepsi Mid-America.
Simmons Bank is proud to support the Zizzers. Simmons believes that healthy, vibrant communities don't just happen on their own. They happen when people make investments in each other. Because we accomplish more together than we do alone. Simmons Bank, member FDIC. Simmons Bank is here for all the Zizzers. Simmons Bank takes pride in helping customers realize their dream to buy the perfect home, start a business, or save for a child's college education. Visit a branch or get more information online at simmonsbank.com. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
On the ensuing kickoff, leading 28-0. Zizzers kick it deep. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. Good coverage downfield. On the tackle was Garrett Brown for the Zizzers.
That first down brought to you by Newberry Floors and More, high-quality flooring and installers on staff at Newberry's Floors and More. And I will tell you right here, Harlan, as an old coach, if you're the defensive guy, you are telling your guys right now, keep that goose egg. That's one of the best things you can do on defense. You know, a lot of times you want to get other kids a chance to score or kids the chance to get in and play the game, but right now they're going for the goose egg.
We're seeing some new numbers out there a little bit right now. We'll touch on them here as we go along. And now running play straight up the middle. That breaks with Nelson across the 40 to the 42-yard line. That's a 12, almost 13-yard gain. That's about the biggest play we've seen from them tonight. One of the longest runs we've seen from them tonight. Out there in the secondary for West Plains, Zach Campbell is getting some quality time. And Kickapoo comes off the ball a little bit early, a little premature on that play.
Kickapoo's probably got some new guys in there, too, at this point of the game, and those guys got a little excited, jumped off.
Hayden Bryant is in the football game now for West Plains.
I will say for Kickapoo, Chance Nelson has been really the only positive that they've had offensively, and at times he has looked like a real dominant runner.
Trey Luna is in the football game for the Zizzers. I'm trying to pick up some numbers that haven't been out there tonight much. And now on first down and 15, there'll be a penalty flag, dead ball, illegal procedure against the Kickapoo Chiefs.
3 minutes left to go. West Plains on top, 28-0. Harlan, you talked about, too, it could be a lot more bigger score than that if it weren't for the penalties.
Chance Eldrenhoff plays the free safety position back there. So a few New Jerseys, but a lot of starters still out there. Ready play left. Nelson tries to get to the corner. Gets it, turns it upfield, breaks a tackle, and gets across the 50-yard line of the, it's like about the 47-yard line, and a first down.
Brought to you by Current Incorporated for really fast service right to your door. Call 257-0504. Also, Bureau for anything of the office. Think Bureau. ThinkBureau.com.
First and 10 now for the Chiefs. This one is over, but what will the final score be? Tailback, Nelson, up the middle for Kickapoo. And he'll drag some people and get it up inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. And by the time we run another play here, there's going to be about 1:40 to play.
And good job. You talked on that last play about Eldringhoff getting in there. He saved the touchdown for the Zizzers.
He certainly did. He was the last guy. Second down, about 6. 43-yard line. Chiefs will get the snap with about 1:50. Toss play to the right. Nelson runs right, gets a block, gets hit, knocked down to the turf. And, again, really good support from the secondary that time for West Plains. That time, again, Chance Eldringhoff with a good play.
Also in there for West Plains now is 45, Tristan Clark.
What do we do now?
It's going to be another penalty against Kickapoo.
No, that'll be on West Plains.
Oh, is that one against West Plains?
Marching back a little bit.
They just got to the point now. They don't even give a signal.
Lopez still in the game. 12, Hayden Bryant getting a chance to play a little D-back.
Straight eye formation again for the Chiefs. Again, tailback. Nelson breaks through, gets hit, dropped 28-yard line. On the tackle that time was 45. That was Tristan Clark.
Tristan Clark in there. Sebastian Rogers playing a little D-line. Sellers still in there. Boy, there's been a Sellers play for the West Plains program forever. Good group of young men.
Like you said, Travis, they don't want to give up that goose egg here.
Nope.
Still trying to incorporate some new kids. Second down and about 6 from the 28 of West Plains. Fake to the tailback. Looking right, pressure on the quarterback, hit the backfield, and you're not going to slip by Garrett Brown over there on the corner. He was just broke down, waiting, and made the stop for a loss on the play.
Good job by Brown. Excellent job. 50 seconds left to go now. Kickapoo might have 2 more plays. No, they don't want to go home with the goose egg either.
So it's third down and long. Third down at about, looks like 8, from the 30-yard line of West Plains. Miller will fake, back to throw, pump fake, and he'll get hit and buried in the backfield for a big loss. And again, 24, Garrett Brown on the sack for West Plains. And they'll just let the clock run out.
Nice job by Garrett Brown. Last 3 plays getting in there and making some great plays.
Just a dominant performance by West Plains here in Springfield tonight as they bury the Kickapoo Chiefs 28-0. And the post game is coming up next here on Hot Country KDY.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Get up to $200 total cash back on Goodyear tire rebates. Get up to $100 back plus an added bonus of up to $100 more when you use the Goodyear card. Contact Don's Auto Service for more details.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Call Ozark Hills Insurance at 257-1285. 4 locations: West Plains, Thayer, Gainesville, Mountain Home.
Pepsi Mid-America presents a tasty and downright lucrative opportunity. By simply enjoying select Pepsi Mid-America products, you could win up to $5,000 for your local participating schools. Beginning September 1st through January 31st, start collecting those teal caps from any Dr. Pepper, Crush, 7-Up, or Crisp and Clear products and help make your school shine bright with the illustrious gleam of cash money. Collect the caps from Pepsi Mid-America.
And there's a flag on the play. Dr. Edwin Roeder of Ozarks Medical Center Orthopedics is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The team at OMC sends best wishes to all Zizzer athletics for safe play and for exceptional sportsmanship. OMC hopes you stay healthy, but if injuries happen, Dr. Roeder and the rest of his team are there to help you with your recovery. OMC Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Zizzer athletics.
It's been said the best things in life are free, like free checking from West Plains Bank and Trust Company, including free mobile banking with deposit, free bill pay, free e-statements, and free Zizzer debit card that gives back to the school each time you use it to make a purchase. And, did I mention, you receive a free gift just for opening an account. Refer a friend who opens an account and you both get a free gift. View account detail at westplainsbank.com. West Plains Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Riley Brown with Lynch Equipment in West Plains. If you have land to take care of and you're looking for a compact or utility tractor, it just so happens that Coyote has some of the toughest, most powerful, most fuel-efficient, most technologically advanced tractors ever. If you're not familiar with Coyote, that's K-I-O-T-I, and we'd like to say hello. Stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, here at Lynch Equipment in West Plains. Coyote has a whole pack of models to choose from.
After the game tonight, tune in to 96.9 The Fox and join me, James Hurt, for the Locker Room Show. We'll recap the scores of area games, hear from some of the area announcers, and we want to hear from you. Call 417-257-0369 and talk about your favorite team. Hand out game balls to deserving athletes. That's the Locker Room Show on 96.9 The Fox tonight, following the Liberty Eagles broadcast. Tune in and call in after the game. That number again, 417-257-0369.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Okay, we're back at our postgame. The Zizzers win it by a final of 28-0, and Scott Womack has made it up here from the Zizzer sideline. And I told Cody at halftime, Scott, that if the game held up and it went the way it was going, that I was going to ask you, when we talk about, the people that really were outstanding in the ball game, I think I would nominate the weight room for being the player of the game?
Well, I met Cooper Curl as we was walking off the field. He's our D coordinator. I've known him for a lot of years.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he just said the difference was you guys were just, your backs were more physical. And I mean, he said the overall team, he said your backs just more physical. And we had so many yards after contact.
Oh, man.
I told him he was in good positions a lot of times to stop the play, and they'd hit us. It could have been a 2 or 3 yard gain, and we turned it into a 8, 9, 10 yard gain. And, we had some, Titus had some unbelievable runs, and then Connor's run there from about 40 yards out was one of the best I've ever seen.
Oh, man.
And I think we were just a lot more physical than them, both on the offense and defense. And it was probably the key to the game. I mean, it's 14-0 game, and they stop us there in the third quarter, and we get backed up, have an awful punt, and they take over on like the 16, 15, and we hold them out, and then they miss the field goals. And, if they cut that to a 14-7 game, you never know what's going to happen from there.
And that was the football game right there, because Kickapoo didn't take advantage of that, and from that point out, because for the most part, the game, we didn't get off to a bad start, but we didn't get off to a really great start, and it was just kind of back and forth. Then the second quarter, it seemed like the offense kind of started getting their feet underneath them. The line started moving people around. The back started running better, and we really started to show that we were going to be probably the better football team tonight.
Yeah, that first quarter and a half, it was a defensive struggle, and then when we put that first one in, and then was able to score, that's a heck of a run right there. And I said, I've been at this a long time. That one, and Tommy Meyer had one back in about, I don't know what year it was, 2009 or 10 against Joplin. It was very comparable to that. I can see them both now. I'd hate to rank one and the other two. I'd just say they're both number one. But anyway, and then scoring right before half with, a minute 16 to go right before half. And, it could have went in as a 7-0 game. But that start in the third quarter when our defense held them was just outstanding.
And I thought it was just a really good overall game by so many people. And we saw your defense. It's great score, 28 points against a team like Kickapoo. But, man alive, you were able to hold on to the goose egg and get the shutout, and that had to feel really good for your football team.
And Coach Pitts, he coached up here for a year, so it meant a lot for him. And I have to give a shout-out to Wyatt Barnes tonight also, he was last week. We know we had struggles when our starting center went down. We had a bunch of bad snaps last week, and tonight we didn't have one bad snap.
Yep.
And so it was good for him, senior stepping up and doing good things for us.
We're talking about how football teams too get better. The good teams really get better from week to week. How much better is the football team now when you compare to that first game we played up here in Springfield against Glendale?
Well, I think, one, we're healthier. Well, we had kids quarantined at the time that were healthy, but they just couldn't play. So we're getting everybody back. But I think where this helps is our line playing together for 5 games now. They got no line. They got no work during the summer. So I think our line has got a lot better. They're seeing different defenses, and they now know what they're supposed to do and what their roles are. And the other thing is just getting in shape. If you remember at week 1,
oh man,
everything's all out. Yeah, and so you've almost had to play yourself in shape this year. And then our defense, I think, is figuring out roles. And we moved Connor Laird to linebacker, and that's made a big difference. He was playing defensive end early in the year, and what we noticed was everybody's running away from him. And so we've moved him to middle linebacker, and with him and Titus in there, they're able to make a lot of plays there. And then we moved Gary Drown, not Gary Drown. My mind went blank because Garrett Drown, his dad was Gary, and I coached him too, so I was old line. But Garrett, we moved him from the secondary outside linebacker down to the line where Connor was at, and he's just making a lot of plays there too. He's just unblockable. And there's one time that we had about 8 or 9 plays in a row, and I said to Coach, well, either Titus, Garrett, or Lair has made about every tackle the last 7 or 8 plays, and then Rogers, Sebastian, he does a really nice job of clogging up the middle and bouncing everything, and so the defenses come together and they're playing really well. We finally got them in the right spots.
Last thing, next week you have Lebanon at home. That will be hard.
Yeah, and we don't have to worry about all the homecoming festivities because it's going to be very, very minor in terms. I think they're still going to coronate the queen, but not to do any of the other stuff. So we can concentrate on football. And the thing you're going to get from a Will Christensen team, is they're going to be physical, and that's the type of, so it's going to be a real physical game. And they basically had us beat last year, and we hit a 60-yard pass in the last minute of the game to beat them, and so they'll be ready to go. And this puts us in the driver's seat in the conference, but we still got some tough games ahead between Lebanon, Waynesville, and Bolivar.
All right. Scott Walmy, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great job tonight. Great job tonight. All right, so that will pretty much put a bow on this one. What a good win for West Plains. A solid, convincing win, 28-0 is the final score. So what impression do you leave with after watching this game, Cody?
I've not seen a team more physical than West Plains to this point in the season. I think that says a lot.
And that style of play has proved to be a winner. And tonight, I don't think there's any doubt when you compare Kickapoo and West Plains. West Plains just a much better physical football.
A lot of talk from Kickapoo, and a lot of talk about how Kickapoo's back, and I hope they are. Kickapoo needs to be back there. They got a long history of being a good football team, and you hope that they are back. But it's a situation where they got off to a good start this season. Last week's game, they have to lose last week's game because of COVID-19, and then they say, hey, well, we do have the opportunity to go play Webb City. There was a lot of kind of chatter about how, hey, Kickapoo's going to go into Webb City and show them what they're capable of, and then so they get kind of slapped around by Webb City, and then they think, well, we'll bounce back against West Plains, get things back on track, and West Plains kind of slaps them around right here at their own place.
All these things said by people who have never seen either team play. So there you have that. All right, final score as the Zizzers go to 5-0 with a 28-0 win here in Springfield, and we'll look forward to next week. We'll be at home against Lebanon. So join us for that broadcast, and Reed Grigsby and I will be there for that. Thanks to Jim Lambert, Cody Sanders, Travis Smith for joining us. I'm Harlan Hutchison. Again, what a good win tonight for West Plains, 28-0. And we say good night from Springfield Kickapoo.